right, good evening. We are here, finally here, at the big game, and we are excited. We're excited to be here. We just heard the Star Spangled Banner. I don't think you can hear it out there, and the Choctaw Band got to do it for some reason. We are the visiting team, so we will be in white. And if you just joined us, you should recognize that we're only allowed to do audio, and we are going to attach the video later. We can't do it for 24 hours. So we're going to talk about the coin toss here. We got our captains, and I think it's the same captains as always. Landon.
Looks like Landon, Mayor, D. Green, and Rocco.
So those are some of those guys that brought us to this moment here. We're, of course, playing Sand Springs, and they are in, what would you call that?
They're in all
highlighter yellow?
Yeah, we can go with that. That's pretty close to it. Highlighter yellow, looks like black numbers, black helmets with a yellow stripe on it. Choctaw's going to be in gold pants, white jerseys with their royal blue numbers on it, and gold helmets as always. Like Coach Corbin likes to say, when the gold helmets come out to play, bang, bang, bang.
All right, it's going to be exciting, and, you know, the media presence here is crazy. You know, on a normal, even a big game during the season, you might see 3 or 4, but there's like 25 on the field right now.
Camera crew, media crew, everybody's here. This is the place to be. Since y'all can't be here, you're listening to us live on broadcast, and we're going to give you play-by-play action, and we're looking forward to it. A couple of things to talk about before this game gets underway. Let's talk about how both these teams wound up being here at the state championship game. Choctaw has a regular season record of 9-4. They got wins over Monterey, Lubbock, Texas, Piedmont, Southmore, U.S. Grant, Lawton Ike, and Northwest Classen. They travel up to Hays, Kansas. They're always in the state title competition every year up there. They face powerhouse Bixby. That's always a tough place to travel to.
Definitely.
They lose a nail-biter to PCO, and we lose to Stillwater. Both of our conference losses combined by 8 points. Choctaw was 8 points away between being a 1 seed and a 3 seed. Sand Springs, they go undefeated through conference. They come into this with a record of 10-2 right now. I think they went 8-2 on the season.
Right.
Their only losses were to Bixby as well, and you know anybody who plays Bixby, you're running into a buzzsaw. And then the other buzzsaw coming out of 6A2 was Owasso. They had playoffs for Choctaw. We play PC North. We win 52-13. We play Sepulpa. We win 43-28. And then on a neutral site game, we get our revenge against Stillwater, 22-14. Sand Springs last week was down 27-0 at the half. And somehow they rip off 28 unanswered points, come back and beat PCO, and they take a ticket to the title game, and here they are.
Well, I listened to that game, and it was that windy game that we had with Stillwater where it was just weird.
It was windy. It was cold. It was miserable. Both teams, and that was a night game.
Right.
Both teams were miserable.
It was worse than our game for sure.
Absolutely. Speaking of our game, let's talk about a couple key takeaways. Biggest stat that we can talk about is defensively, 3 forced fumbles.
Oh, yeah.
And recoveries. Defense taking away the ball and creating stops absolutely set the tone for the first 3 quarters of the game. Landon and Mayer on the ground offensively, that was the game plan. The wind was too strong. We couldn't throw the ball, and that's okay because we had 319 rushing yards in that game. We had 96 passing yards for a total of 415 yards of total offense. Landon goes 8 for 14 for 96 yards. He wasn't inaccurate. There was just no need to throw the ball. They couldn't stop the run. Landon had 110 yards on 19 carries. Mayer had 139 yards on 22 carries. Zaylen got in there on a lot of handoffs. He had 8 carries for 57 yards, and D. Green got in on the running back action a little bit. He had 1 carry for 13 yards. Last thing to talk about, we got 5 minutes before kickoff. Coach Corbin, I met with him before the game. His keys to this game: limit the explosive plays by Sand Springs.
Yeah.
They have an explosive offense. We've seen it on film game after game after game. We limit their big plays, and we can shut them down defensively. On offense, control the line of scrimmage. If we can win the battle in the trenches, we can run on these guys all day long. But it's going to take our 5 hogs up front creating holes and giving running lanes for Landon and Mayer. And then win the turnover battle. Every time we've won the turnover battle in every game we've played, we've won the turnover battle, we've won. You win it here, there's a great chance we walk away victorious tonight with another gold ball. We're going for back-to-back gold balls.
And I think you hit the nail on the head here. And there's the Jackets running out, and they're ready for this championship. But I think the matchups here tonight are going to be very interesting. Sand Springs is going to score. You know, their quarterback, I got his name here if I can read it. He's a two-way guy. He can run it. It's a Webb, Easton Webb. He can run it. He can throw it. He's got 3 or 4 targets. And when you say a team has 3 or 4 targets that he consistently throws to, it's going to be a true test of our defense. I keep saying that this is the best defense in the state. This is going to be their toughest test tonight. How do they match up, and how can they limit those explosive plays? Can we make Sand Springs drive the ball and do the long drives? They're going to score because that's what they do. Can we limit it? Can we force more turnovers? That's going to be a big part of the game. And we're going to have two halves of this game here. We're going to have that end. Now, on the other end, what can we do to their defense? Can we be like Putnam City, and can we just manhandle them and just walk down the field with our big old backs and our big old quarterback? That's the issue. So can the defense get our offense the ball in good field position? Can our offense go ahead and take the gift from the defense and score? I think that's really where we're at here because, again, it might come down to just field position. Who has the best field position tonight? Who can convert? We're capable of big plays. Sand Springs capable of big plays. This game could literally explode into an air raid shooting match, or it could be a ground and pound and just a low scoring game. I think I'm predicting a 28-20 Choctaw victory, but what do I know? They got to play it on the field.
Yep. There's a reason we play the game. You never know what's going to happen, and we're going to find out. We have 48 minutes of football ahead of us, and one of these teams is walking away with a gold ball tonight.
Well, the nice thing is, and the other team's walking around with a silver ball. Both these teams are champions. They've entered the field. They've earned this. These are the only 2 teams in 6A2 that are playing in December.
Absolutely.
So hats off to both teams, and they're about to go to battle here.
This is the only game of football in the state of Oklahoma going on right now.
And
you have nowhere
yes.
better to be. If you are a football junkie, you should be listening or you should be watching this game right now.
And this is the game that I've been expecting since August. We've been watching this Sand Springs team for a couple years, and this is the best team Sand Springs has probably had since I've been covering football.
Absolutely, and they've got revenge on the mind.
Sure.
We faced them last year in the semifinals. We came from behind in the second half and took that game from them. We left them with a sour taste in their mouth, and they have revenge on the brain. They want to come out tonight and show us that last year was a fluke. We got to come out and prove it wasn't.
Well, I heard we brought a whole bunch of lemonade but forgot the sugar, so let's hope we feed them some more sour taste. And we're about to go here.
Yes, sir. We've got just under 2 minutes until kickoff. You guys stay tuned all night long. We got a great game in store for you.
Oh, yeah. And I'm so excited about seeing the game plan from both teams. I actually watched hopefully you watched our coaches show. I watched the Sand Springs coaches show, and they have a lot of respect for our team. And they are here to battle. And, unfortunately, in this modern age, we're super scouted. They're super scouted. everybody knows every player on this field, like by first and last name, even though they might not have ever talked. But they know each other. They know who to cover. You know, they're going to be looking to cover Hawk. They're going to be looking to cover Mayor Morgan. They're going to be looking anytime Green or Izzy gets on the field, they're going to be looking for him. So, you know, that's how it is. But vice versa. We know their receivers. They got some possession types, and they got the home run hitters. So it's going to be you know, there's no secrets anymore when it talks to championship football. There's too many weeks of tape. All right.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Yellow Jacket football. Yellow Jacket Nation, let's rise up.
Let's talk about that win. That win was such a big factor. How's the win tonight?
There is 0 wind on this field. It's a little cold. We're going to see how that affects it, but we don't have any kind of wind to talk of tonight, so it's going to be true.
Okay. It looks like we got the Jackets on the south end of the field or the right side, and Sand Springs on the left side, north end of the field, and they are going to kick to the Jackets. Jackets start with the ball. I like that. Start with the ball and, you know, don't stop.
Let's set the tone early right here. So, yeah, Sandites are going to be kicking. If you're listening, they're going left to right, and the kick,
and
we
it's
got
a little
to
pooch
leather.
kick, and we're going to get it about the 20. And there's some room. He squirts free to almost the 35, so about to the 34. And that was Mayor Morgan with that return. And I'll take it. Starting on the 34, decent field position.
Yellow Jackets are going to start in good position here. Let's see. Are we going to come out and attack the left side on the ground game? You watch the tape. That's definitely going to be the weaker side of the Sandites defense. Or are we going to try and let Landon air this out a little bit right out of the gate?
Well, we'll see. I think we'll feel them out and see where people are playing, because you never know. You know, people switch things up for this final game. We do have that twins to the right, single receiver to the left, and Mayer is in the backfield with Landon Gatson. And we're getting set up here. We got 13 seconds. Motion, Matlock, and Mayer's going to take it, and Landon's going to lead block, and he's going to get a few. And it looks like about 3 yards on first down, bringing up a 2nd and 7.
So we're going to see a lot of that read option right there. Landon and Mayer working in unison. Who's going to keep it?
And
that's
it's an end around for Matlock
around the end.
And he's going to dance, and they're going to get him down around the 40. And so that's another short gain.
Gain of about 4. We got 2nd and 3 right here, or 3rd and 3. Hey, 4-yard gain every time. First down, first down, first down. We need to control the clock tonight as well.
But so far so good on executing. And empty backfield, and he throws to the Mayor in the backfield. He's got a little room. He's got a dance.
Makes a
move.
He
gets the first down.
They bring him down right at the 45, but that's going to be enough for a first down for the Yellow Jackets. Nice little screen pass to Mayer, who went in motion out of that trips look. We're probably going to see a lot of that tonight. We're probably going to see a lot of RPOs out of that, where Landon has the option to keep it if they're going to overload that.
So he's empty again, and he's got motion to the Mayor, and he's going to just run it right up the middle. It was a quarterback draw, but they knew it was coming, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this first drive is going to be all about feeling out what is their defense going to throw at us. How are they going to react to these motions? How are they going to react to our RPOs? How are they going to react to the read options?
Yeah, let's the offensive line also get a feel for what's coming at them. All right, we got that empty backfield, and there's Mayer in motion, and he's going to take the jet sweep, and he's going to hit the edge, and there's going to be a flag and another flag.
We're going to have holding on Izzy Hammonds right there. He was blocking on the left side, and his defender made a good move to get around him, and he
hooked him.
Hooked him with a lot of jersey, so that's going to be a 10-yard penalty against Choctaw.
Okay.
And that happened in the backfield, so if that's from the spot of the foul, we're going to replay 2nd down. It's going to be about 2nd and 20, 2nd and 21, somewhere in that range.
Somewhere in that range. We'll see what they're doing. And for some reason, we have a referee mic in here, but for some reason it's not working. But we
didn't need the referee's mic on that one.
Well,
we saw that one all the way.
Holding, yep.
Yep.
And they're going to accept. Are they going to decline? Are they going to walk it? They're not moving. Are they going to decline it, make it 3rd down and 10? If so, that's an interesting call. Okay. That was the longest delay of a holding penalty I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the confusion was there, but we got the ball spotted. Ball's back on the 33-yard line. First down markers on the other 45. So, I mean, we're looking at 22. Yep. 2nd and 22 right here.
Yep. And let's see if we're ready for play here. They're taking their time, which is okay. It's warm in the booth. It's cold on the field, but it's warm in the booth. If I'm the players, I want to get this ball off. I want to start heating my body, staying warm. And if you're the defense on the sideline, you're like, okay, hurry up and score. So, okay, they fixed it. I was like, that's more than 10 yards. But
10 yards from the line of scrimmage. So here we are, 2nd and 20.
On the 35. Empty backfield. And that's Matlock in motion. And fakes to Matlock. He's looking to pass, and he passes the other way. And it looked like Titus Hawk got held up and couldn't make it out for the screen pass.
Yeah, Sand Springs definitely wasn't fooled on that. They had Titus covered up on that all day.
But you try to keep that tight end from actually getting out to doing those screen passes or tight end delays. All right.
Especially somebody like Titus, if he gets moving, it's hard to catch him.
Okay, Morgan in motion. It's back to pass. We have everybody on the right side. He's got Titus.
He's caught.
First down, and he
first down at the 40.
40-yard line. So that's
Landon with an absolute dime, dropping that ball over the defender. Found a soft zone. Titus made a great run across the field on that dig route. Absolute perfectly placed ball by Landon. We're on the 41, first down, Yellow Jackets.
All right, single back, Morgan in the backfield. There's motion, and I think that's D. Green. D. Green gets the jet sweep. He hits the edge. He's got a few. He gets more. They're still pushing him forward. He had 1 yard, and he stumbled forward for 9.
Picked up some good blocking on the edge there by Izzy. Speaking of D. Green, let's give a big congratulations to him on signing his official letter of intent.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, going to Boston College.
That's a good one.
We love seeing our Yellow Jackets play at the next level and spread out across the country, and I'll be excited to watch his future.
Trips right, single back, motion back to the right, Matlock, and it's going to be a keeper. Landon has tons of room.
We had a flag on the play. That's going to be false start against the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, so it's going to be instead of a 2nd and 1, it's going to be a 2nd and 6. I almost think that Matlock went forward.
Yeah, I think he went I think he was moving forward just a little bit on that motion.
You know, and that happens. This Jacket offense does a lot of motion, a lot of moving things around. Yeah, and I get it. And so you risk those false starts, but you also, when you do that, you see the shifts in the defense, and it really helps the quarterback read what's going on. Okay, well, we'll get it set up. 6 yards.
We're going to replay 2nd down. We got 2nd and 6 right here. Let's see what the Yellow Jackets' answer is to this.
All right, we're shifting to a 2-back set with Titus as the other back, and Landon's he's gonna look, and he delayed a little bit. He didn't like what he saw, and he ended up taking a loss. It looks like back to the 40, bringing up a 3rd and 9.
Yeah, we were going to have to limit these negative plays on offense.
So we'll see what we got the quads right, empty backfield. Landon's looking to get this ball in play. We got 17 seconds, plenty of time.
Clock's running. We got 8.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Choctaw still with the only possession of the game.
And then he's back to pass. He's looking. He's got an open man. And
that's Titus with the catch. Titus with the catch. He breaks free.
Touchdown! Yellow Jackets!
Let's go!
Titus Hawk. And it was a rainbow pass, and Titus just got under it, fought for it, should have been tackled, went into the end zone, and the Jackets on the board early. With 8:13 left in the first quarter, Jackets go up 6-0. That was huge. Gamble to kick here.
Well-placed ball. Nobody on the field could touch that except for Titus Hawk. Great pass by Landon. Great basket catch by Titus. Able to keep his feet under him, shake a defender, and get in. Beautiful score.
There's the snap. The kick is up, and it is good. It's not a gamble when you put in gamble. It's automatic.
Dylan Gamble has been absolutely clutch. He has – don't want to jinx anything. We're not going to talk about how many he may or may not have missed, but Gamble's on a pretty good hot streak right now.
Yeah, he didn't miss much, and if he missed some, it was early when he's just getting his feet under him, you know.
I talked to Coach Corbin earlier today, and we were actually talking about Dylan Gamble and about how nice it is to have somebody that is that consistent. And he couldn't be more excited about the fact that the kid's just a freshman.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's going, I have a real deal for sure kicker that's only going to get better and better as the years go on. And he's got him for 3 more years after that. And Dylan Gamble takes pride in being a kicker.
And what a place to be, you know, because there's scouts that come by here all the time. And when you, hey we also
there's
got
definitely some scouts in the stands tonight.
Yes, yeah, there definitely are.
Actually, I had a nice conversation with the O-line coach from OSU down on the field earlier here watching this game, asking about some of our players who haven't signed and why not and what it's going to take to get them to come to OSU. As much as we like to see them travel out of the state, I'd love to see them stay close.
Yeah, I mean, I just –
we love our Sooners and we love our Cowboys. We love the Broncos here at Edmond.
Yeah, I just like to see them have that opportunity to get what they want, you know. All right.
We're seeing that bunch look on the kickoff that Choctaw's been showing all playoffs long. Just testing the water, seeing what Sand Springs is going to do on that. Now they spread out. Gamble's back deep, ready to kick one. Let's see, is he going to take this deep or is he going to put one right on the 30?
Adams going to kick that pooch, and it's going to be at the 18-yard line, and they return it, and they're trying to stretch it all the way to the wide side of the field, and they get all the way to the 26 before tackled by a bunch of Jackets.
That was Izzy Hammonds on the tackle. Maintaining the edge, staying disciplined, staying in his lanes, doing a great job because if he doesn't, Sand Springs takes that one to the house. A great open field tackle right there by Izzy Hammonds. And now here comes our strength, this Choctaw defense.
And we're going to see how they match up. And again, this guy, let's get this name in my so I'll remember it.
Easton Webb.
Easton Webb. He is the real deal, so we'll see what he can do. We got a single back. He's going back to pass on first down. Great. He throws a short little dump-off pass for about 4 yards. And it was a kind of an out route where no one could get at it, but it was his. It wasn't his primary route. It was good coverage downfield. That was a home run ball, but he did his fourth look.
Yeah, he definitely progressed through his reads right there. Secondary did a great job of taking away all his primary looks. The Sandites are going to be looking for home run balls every play.
To the right, to the left, single back. All right. He's going to go back to pass. We're back with him. It's a little screen pass, but there's nothing there, and he's going to get maybe 2.
Well covered by the Yellow Jackets. They weren't fooled at all. Secondary did their job, staying home, staying on their man, and he goes absolutely nowhere and brings up 3rd and kind of long. We got 3rd and 6 here. Choctaw needs to make a stop right here, set the tone early.
Yeah, well, and you know, it's fun to play football, but the defense is to get off the field. We got a trips bunch to the right, single back, and we're doing the hard count here. They're trying to get the Jackets to jump to make it more of an easier third down.
Jackets stay disciplined, no jump there.
There we go. He's back to pass. We're right there with him. We're chasing around. He does a short pass, and it is going to be –
That's going to be a Sandites first down.
Right at the marker, a first down for the Sandites.
I think there was a little miscommunication on that trips bunch, and I think we left somebody uncovered right there.
Yeah, just an underneath guy, but they covered the home run because, again,
Yep, we took away his first look.
we have to make them drive the ball. We can't give them the home run ball over and over again. We need to make them earn it. All right, we got that twins, two to the right, to the left, single back. And we split out wide, and the quarterback's going to just do a quarterback draw, and he just runs up the field, and we got him. And they will do that a lot. The quarterback's almost their best runner on the team. Their running backs are just fine, but he likes to spread us out and then run up the middle.
Yeah, he was met in the hole early by Jeremiah Mills. Great job to step up, make the tackle right there, and then, of course, on every play, we could say his name, Rocco Tartaglione's there to bring him down, and really laid the hammer on that one. And we're going to make this quarterback think twice about wanting to run against us.
No gain. So it was a 2nd and 10. All right, 6:34.
We're still twins.
Motion to the left. And there's the snap. It's going to be just a little screen pass to the running back, and he's going to be met for a loss.
Again, that's Rocco.
That's Rocco.
Big tackle, not fooled, stayed with his man. Great open field tackle.
And that's going to be a 2-yard loss.
That's going to be 3rd and 12. We got 6:10 left in the first quarter. Jackets up 7-0. Looking to make a big stand here on defense, get the ball back, and let's definitely get some separation and put the pressure on the Sandites early.
Yes, indeed. This would be a big stop here, and this is where the Sandites are really good. They know the down and distance. The receivers know their routes. We just need to bust them here. All right, back to pass, and there's got to be motion.
Flag on the play. I think we had illegal motion on that. It looked like the motion back there out of the slot was moving forward just a little bit before the snap. And
that's what the call is, yeah.
And we are going to gladly take that. That's going to back them up 5 more yards and be 3rd and 17. Ball's on the 30-yard line over on the left hash.
And they got trips right and a single back. And here we go.
Tight end on the line on the left side.
Little motion on the right side, and he's looking to throw that deep ball. Good coverage. He's going to have to scramble for it, and he's going to get caught from behind. And
Ball's on the ground. That's Choctaw.
Jack get the ball. And he got stripped of the ball from behind, and it should be Jackets football. But they said he was down. Okay, we're gonna accept their call because they were right there. They say they were down, but this should bring up a 4th down. And so they're going to bring out our punt team. We got Gaddis, I believe, to receive the punt.
Yeah, Kencho Gaddis back deep to receive the punt.
And I think we're coming after it. We are coming after it. The punt is up clean, good, and it is a little short, but it takes a Sand Springs bounce. We have to get away from it, and they're going to down at about the 33-yard line. And Jackets defense leaves the field. Sand Springs did not score, and so Jackets take over with 4:59 left in the first quarter. And so far, one of the things I talked to Corbin about during the coaching show is how we've improved on being a first-quarter team. And so far, both teams, our defense and offense, have come out and executed and did what we needed them to do.
Absolutely. This team has definitely figured out how to get off of the bus ready to play. That was a struggle early in the season, and it showed, especially in those losses to Putnam City and Stillwater. Ever since that Stillwater game, these guys have figured out how to get from play one, turn it on, and it's definitely shown.
But is this a travel game? Because we've been here a lot. This kind of feels like maybe this is also a home field advantage for us because we've been here so many times in the last several years.
Yeah, Choctaw's definitely getting used to playing in this big game. We are not afraid of the pressure of this game anymore.
Yeah, well, and some of the kids that I hear them, they call this the University of Choctaw. So, so many people from Choctaw come here, so they just feel like it's home. So maybe that's why it was so easy to get off the bus. All right. I guess we're ready to play. They're going to do some TV timeouts, but they don't tell us about them, or I would have done a TV timeout. So they took a little extra time here. And it looks like we got 2 to the left, to the right, single back. Landon and Morgan in the backfield. There's motion, number 23.
That's Brody Clifton in motion. Landon keeps it.
He does, and he's gonna pay a little bit, but he'll get a yard.
He's running the ball hard, but the Sandites defense, they hit hard as well.
But
good strong run by Landon with nowhere to go, but still managed to make positive yards out of that.
Okay, empty. Morgan going out left, and there's a little. Is that who is that?
That was a little screen to Titus Hawk again on the double side.
And that's about 5-6 yards, right?
And talk about a guy who can get you 3 yards falling down. Titus Hawk being 6'7", he is.
I mean,
how many scholarships offers does he have right now? Can we count that high?
I've been asking if he could give me a couple of the ones he doesn't want, but he won't give them to me. But we'll talk about it. I think a little bit of motion there.
Yeah, we're gonna have a false start against Choctaw.
We joke about Choctaw's been here before, but some of these boys out here, this is their first time they've ever been on this football field. Some of them been here for a while, but we have sophomores, freshmen, juniors, and seniors out here. So this is a big game, and there's a lot of pressure on these young men, and it's exciting to watch them excel and do what they love. All right, so we got 3rd and 10, empty backfield, 3 to the left, 2 to the right, and we have Matlock in motion, and he'll go back out left, and it's just going to be a quarterback draw, and they're doing a good job containing him. He does get maybe 4 yards.
Yeah, he picked up about 4 right there, and this Sandites defense, this coaching staff has done their homework. They know Landon is going to run the ball. They know Mayer's going to run the ball, and they're doing a good job of shutting that down. Choctaw's going to have to make some adjustments. They're going to have to respond. And this O-line is going to have to get a little bit better push right here.
Standard punt formation here with 3 protectors. And we got a single Sandite back to receive it. It's a pretty good low ball, and it's going to take a Choctaw bounce.
Choctaw bounce.
It's going to roll past the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Yeah, let's see. They're going to mark it down right at the 18-yard line. Great punt by Landon. Way to flip the field. Didn't get a lot of height on it, but it still took enough that.
Well, and it took some clock off. 3:17 left, and it gave definitely the defense a chance to talk with their coaches and then come back here fired up. There was a turnover that was overturned on that last possession where it was a fumble, but they called them down. But you know what? Even though they didn't call it a fumble, that quarterback's got that in the back of his head, right? And he's we're going to go get that ball. I'm telling you. We got twins, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Quarterback back to pass, some crossing routes, some really good coverage, and long pass.
Big catch.
And they get it all the way down to the 24, the Choctaw 24. The coverage wasn't bad, but it's that home run ball that they throw that he just kind of –
that quarterback he can drop that ball in a bucket from 50 yards away.
And I thought it was about to get sacked. So it's one of those things. It was almost a loss, but it became a huge gain. All right. The nice thing about being here is you can't get that much separation when you're almost backed up into the red zone. So 2:53 left in the quarter.
No, like we talked about in the pregame, Sand Springs, they're going to get some of their big plays. It's Choctaw's job to limit those and to not let those turn into touchdowns. D. Green made a great job of getting back to that. And he's going to
hand off to his running back up the middle, and he's going to be tackled by Rocco.
That's Rocco. Rocco's already got a handful of tackles tonight, and we're still in the first quarter. We got 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Choctaw's still up 7-0, and that was good for about a 1-yard gain. We're going to have 2nd and 9 right here.
But it's nice when you can you can count on your middle linebacker to go ahead and take care of that tackle, and that allows you to have different coverages on the back end.
Absolutely.
All right, we got twins to the left, to the right, single back, and he's looking to pass. We got motion from the left to the right, and he's just going to hand off for a nice little run.
Breaking a couple tackles there.
And he's going to get the first down. It was just an off tackle, and they're in the red zone.
He's going to get progress to the 11-yard line, so it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 11. Just a good, powerful run by the Sandites running back there. Choctaw's got to do a better job of wrapping up right there, though.
Yeah.
We can't have arm tackles against a running back that big.
Let's go.
He is a strong, big, strong running back.
We got a power pistol going on for the Sand Springs, 3 in the backfield. And it's just a run right up the middle, and he gets tripped up for a little gain.
He's going to get about 3 yards on that.
But he actually countered his blockers, and so he tried to go to the weak side of his alignment, and we tripped him up. But he hit that hole hard, and you like to see that out of a young running back.
There's not a lot of offenses in high school football anymore that just run right behind the center.
And we're going to do that power pistol again where they're heavy on the left, and they got a tight end on the right. And they're just going to hand off up the middle. He's going to go behind his blockers again, and he does get a touchdown this time. And that's a formation. I don't know if they've played this year, but that's a nice formation for them.
Yeah, Choctaw's going to have to find an answer for that because they're using both guys inside of the front side of that power pistol to just lead block and open up a hole for that running back, and he's running pure north and south. Choctaw's going to have to fly downhill and shut that down.
All right, they're setting up for a kick. It is down, almost blocked, but it is good. And so the Sand Springs ties it up with just 48 seconds left in the first. We'll go to a commercial that we didn't run last time, and we'll run it now.
Is a little thing called practice. To turn a passion into a career, you got to get hands-on, put in the hours, hone your skill, and train like tomorrow depends on it. Across the state, we're powering Oklahoma's future. Here, passion goes pro. EOC Tech Center, powered by Career Tech.
Hi, I'm Stan with SWM & Sons. We've been building in the eastern Oklahoma County area since 1982. We can help you with the plans from start to finish or just use the ones that you have. We'd be happy to build on your land or ours. We have subdivisions or just build on yours. Give us a chance to earn your business today. Thank you.
All right, we're back. Jack is getting ready to receive a kickoff. Sand Springs is doing no, they're just going to normal position. So we got our boys back. Normal kickoff team here. And with 48 seconds left in the first, we should get at least one playoff.
Little
Pooch
kick to Zaylen
on the 30.
Zaylen Matlock
Makes a cut.
He finds a hole. He finds a hole. He could go.
One man.
Oh, great return. Great return from Zaylen right there.
He looks to turn around, and he got caught back. But the good seal, good containment. But where are we placing him? The third.
That ball's going to be right there at the 38-yard line in Sandite's territory. Great return by Zaylen Matlock. He found one little hole. He doesn't need a lot of space either. He hit that hole and just went straight down the sideline. I thought he was going to take that one to the house.
I did too. He got caught from behind when he had to slow up.
The kicker did a good job of doing just enough to get in his way that the rest of the kicking team could get back there, and he just had to step out of bounds with it.
Yeah.
But that's going to put the ball in great territory for the Yellow Jackets.
Okay, we got trips to the right. We got a single back. We got a tight end in place. All right. Mayer goes right. He takes that screen pass to the right. He's got good blocking in front of him. He makes it, and he gets knocked out of bounds, tackled out of bounds at around the 29-yard line.
There is a flag on the play right there. I think we're going to have possibly holding against one of our receivers.
I'm hoping for a late hit because he definitely got hit out of bounds, but they're a little more forgiving with that. And we'll see what the guy in white hat says. Holding jackets. Those edge. I've noticed, and not just on the jackets. I've noticed that those edge runs, they call a lot of holding. They're really cracking down on that holding on those edge. So it's getting harder and harder to run on the edge. That's why so many teams, I think, run in the middle. Because you hold every time in the middle. Guaranteed, you're holding every time in the middle. And of course, you can hold as long as you don't get your hand on the outside of their jerseys. All right.
Well, now the Yellow Jackets are going to need to answer to that because we're going to be backed up. We got about 1st and 18.
Empty. Morgan in motion. He takes a jet sweep. He gets the edge. He's going to beat a man. He's going to have to spin. He gets some yardage, but it's still going to bring up about a 2nd and 15.
Yeah, he only picked up about 3 right there.
Okay.
So about 2nd and 15 on this play. Positive yards though, and one of these is going to break. Mayer is going to find a hole. He's going to squirt free.
But
just keep trusting the process. But that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter with this game tied up at 7 apiece.
We'll run some commercials and get back with the second.
For over 82 years, F&B Community Bank has proudly supported Eastern Oklahoma County schools. From student checking and low-rate auto loans to small business banking, we're here for every stage of life. Visit us online or stop by a branch today. Member FDIC.
From the classroom to the road, Dave's Driving School is with you every step of the way. We provide comprehensive driver's ed to get you that insurance discount. We'll get you ready for your permit and administer the state driving test whenever you're ready. Experience individual driving lessons with flexible scheduling. Plus, we'll pick you up from your home or from school. We offer classes at our Midwest City office or at Choctaw High School. Dave's Driving School, setting the gold standard in driver's education. Go Jackets!
Hi, I'm Stan with SWM and Son.
All righty, we're back. We got our stats in, and we were wrong. Apparently, Sand Springs missed the extra point. It was just a little bit off, and so I have adjusted the scoreboard, and that is correct. It is 7-6, and so I gave him an extra point. Apologize for that. I'll never do it again this year, and so there we go. All right, here come the Jackets. A little bit of motion, and Landon's going to keep it, and he's going to throw. It's a good throw. It was a screen that was covered, so he kind of threw it shallow.
Smart decision to just kind of throw that one away, put it where nobody could touch it, live to play another down.
So bring up 3rd and 15-16.
A couple stats to look at from the first quarter here. Choctaw only has 21 rushing yards, 73 passing yards on that big bomb to Titus Hawk.
All right, we got trips to the left, single back. We'll do it the next stoppage of play probably. And, okay, we're now empty, quads left, and Landon goes back to pass. He's got a man open. He throws and hits the man open, but it's short, and it's going to be incomplete, bringing up a 4th and 15 from the 49, the Sand Springs 49.
44-yard line.
Is it 44?
Yeah, 44-yard line. That was well covered by Sand Springs. We had nobody running free there. We did have a little check down option, but on 3rd and forever,
yeah. So we're
looking to get that.
Be in a standard punt formation with 3 protectors, and Sand Springs is going to send a guy back, and he's going to stand at his own 14-yard line. There's the snap, and the punt is up, and it is high. It is a good one. They're going to fair catch it. And he does catch it at about the
16-yard line right there.
And so the Sandites will take over from there. And again, you know, this is not going to be a shootout. It looks like it's going to be everybody's going to have a little struggle time. And so the penalty put us behind the sticks, and we just couldn't convert. But they're going to have to go the distance here. And it's on the 16.
Yeah, great punt by Landon to back them up into deep in their own territory. Ball on the 16-yard line, giving the Yellow Jackets a lot of field to work with here.
All right, single back to the right, one to the left, and there's motion to the right. And here we go. He's just going to hand it off. It was a little play action, so I almost reversed myself, and we're going to meet him at the line, and it looks like he gets a yard. That little running back gets a yard.
Yeah, That hole definitely got clogged up really fast by a swarm of Yellow Jackets. I can't give credit to any one guy on that one. There was absolutely nowhere for him to run. Great job on defense. Good first down play.
All right, trips right. And that's empty set. Trips right, 2 to the left. And this is a good quarterback draw play. He's going to try to draw us off sides is what he's trying to do. So we're going to shift a little bit.
That's been a big improvement by the Yellow Jackets this season as well, as their discipline on the D-line.
Yep. And there we go. We're going back. It is a quarterback draw play.
And that goes absolutely nowhere.
Big old 99 coming up from there. And I think first contact was 57.
Yeah, that's going to be Asa Bartlow and Jace Watson, giving him nowhere to go.
We hear that name all season long.
Jace Watson on the D end, absolute beast. On the other side, Brentrell Smith, absolute beast. And then big Asa Bartlow clogging up the middle. It takes 2 to 3 guys to block him every time.
So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 because it was a smothering. It was going to Waffle House and getting your hash browns smothered, chopped, all those kind of things. All right, here we go. And we got trips right, and he's going back to pass. We're back there with him, and he fumbles the ball. And I think –
Are they going to call that a fumble, or are they going to call that a little shovel pass?
I think it was a fumble, but he got it anyways. It might have been a shovel pass. You're right, but –
regardless, that's going to bring up 4th down and about 14.
It won't count as a sack, but might well should. So the punter's going to be in his own end zone here, about 4 yards deep with 3 protectors. And I think we have Gaddis looking to return it, standing on his own 45. There's a snap, and the punt is up, is low.
It is a
knuckleball.
Yeah, that was an absolute knuckleball line drive. Takes a great Sandite bounce and rolls to about the 47-yard line, but Choctaw's still going to take over in Sandite's territory.
While they're switching over, let's get some more stats, why don't we?
Absolutely. A couple of rushing stats here. D. Green had a run for 9 yards. Mayer, 2 runs for 6 yards. Landon, he has 4 runs for only 4 yards, but look for him to break loose on one of these soon. And receiving yards, Titus Hawk, he's been targeted 4 times with 3 catches and 67 yards. Mayor Morgan has 2 catches for 6 yards. So far, they've been getting it done through the air. Let's see if they go back to that this quarter.
Right. All right. We got 2 to the left, single back. Matlock in motion to the left, and he's going to hand it off to a zone read to Mayor Morgan. He bounces out left.
Mayor with a lot of space.
Massive block from Matlock, and he keeps going, and he's going to go out of bounds, avoiding the tackle at the 30. And so that's going to be a Jacket first down. Let's see what's going on. Did they mark him? I didn't see a flag. Why is he not at the 30?
They're going to call holding against the Yellow Jackets. I never saw the flag come out either, but
it's all the way on the far side of the field.
Did they call holding against Zaylen right there, who had an absolute textbook block?
I think they did.
That's a questionable call.
So it's going to bring up 1st and 13. So, it was right there at that first down line, basically. All right, we got
that's going to negate a great run by Mayer.
Mayer in motion, and he's going to fake the jet sweep, and Landon gets nowhere, tries to run on the left side of his line, and he is stopped for
he's going to lose a yard on that.
Lose a yard, and they're really keen, and I think they're spying on Landon, which might be a good plan. But if you're spying on Landon, that's going to leave someone open. So, we'll see if Corbin can make him pay for that.
He actually wound up losing about 2 yards on that. So we're going to have 2nd down and 14. And, let's see if Coach Corbin and Coach Garfield can dial something up right here to catch this Sandite defense going one way, and let's hit a home run going the other.
All right, empty. And we got motion from Green, tight right. We got more motion to Matlock. Matlock takes a jet sweep, try to go around the outside, and he just squirts in a little bit, and he'll make up some of that yardage. I think he got back to the 49.
He's going to pick up about 2 yards on that. They're going to mark him down at the 50.
The 50, and so that will bring up 3rd and about 13 from the 50. And And, they're trying some things, and that's what you got to do here.
This Sandite defense is doing a really good job of moving east and west and taking away everything that we're trying to get outside, but they're also doing a good job of clogging up the middle.
All right, here we go. Landon back to pass, and he's going to throw open man in the middle. There's a first down. He's got some.
Izzy with the hurdle.
He's still going. He's got 3-2 guys dragging, and they're going to get him down inside the 20 in the red zone. And that's what you do. You get the balls in those athletes and let them play ball.
Absolutely. He had Izzy wide open. He had Titus wide open. We're going to need to look at taking advantage of this soft secondary that the Sandites are giving us and use this passing game. Great catch. Great run by Izzy. Hurdles a guy. Drags 3 defenders for another 10 yards.
Well, you have to play a soft secondary when they're keying the run every single time. So, you can't be strong all the way. You gotta pick your play. It looks like we're gonna have
we got a very tight formation right here,
but it's empty, tight to the right like a single wing, and I don't think they like that formation.
I think they're gonna say one of our guys didn't get set. We're gonna have illegal procedure against Choctaw.
So I'll bring up a 1st and 15. But I think they just didn't like we didn't get set in time.
I'd say so far tonight, Choctaw's been its biggest rival on defense.
Well,
keep backing ourselves up a little bit. If we can clean up some of these penalties, it's a totally different ball game right now.
Yeah, and that's it does happen when you try some things like this. You're gonna do that. So we're gonna be in probably the same formation where it's heavy right, like a single wing to the right. There's a snap, and he's just going to run behind the big guys. Landon is going to get a few yards, but not a lot. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 12.
We've definitely got a heavy package in, going 13 personnel here with 1 back and 3 tight ends in there. You've got Titus, Izzy, and D. Green just trying to be a human wall for Landon and say, you got to get through us first.
Okay, and they start kind of in 4 guys standing in the back. All right, Titus goes out left. D. Green gets the handoff, and no flag, and he's going to not quite get the edge, but he's going to fall forward for about 5.
Very close. He gets his back on the right side of the sticks here.
He had 1 man to beat, which a little painful, but good tackle, good positioning, good pursuit angle.
You can tell the Sand Springs defense is well coached. They're very good at open field tackling.
All right.
We are not breaking a lot of tackles right now.
3rd and 9, and what are we on the 15, 16?
Yeah, we got 3rd and 9 from the 16-yard line.
All right. I'd
say with no
wind,
right. We might be inside of Dylan Gamble's range as well.
Go. Motion to the right, and he's going to hand off to Mayor Morgan. Mayor Morgan goes right, and he's going to get the first down, and he gets tackled, shoestring tackled on the 5. They're going to call him on the 6-yard line. And that's going to bring up a 1st and goal for your Yellow Jackets, knocking on the door.
Absolutely. Great job by the O-line on that one, opening up a big hole for Mayer to run through.
We're doing tempo. We got motion coming across the right from Matlock. Mayer is going to cut it out left. It's a foot race. See if he can hit the edge. And he hits the edge, but he's only able to get up to maybe the 1. I think they're marking him down at the 1-yard line. And that was good pursuit and tackle because he hit the edge and he stretched out and he just couldn't get in.
It's hard for some of these big boys to chase down somebody as fast as Mayer.
Okay, 2-yard line, and we're empty set right now. We're going tempo, and it looks like someone called a timeout. Who called the timeout? Either way, we need to go to commercial, and we will be right back. Chaos Customs. We are taking trucks from ordinary to extraordinary in the greater Chaos Customs. We are taking trucks from ordinary to extraordinary in the greater Choctaw, Oklahoma City area. We specialize in durable, high-quality accessories that not only boost your truck's performance, but also give it a sleek, rugged look. From spray-in bed liners and lift kits to wheels, tires, and hitches, we got the full lineup to customize your ride. Our expert team backs every install with precision, passion, and unmatched customer service. Whether you're a seasoned truck enthusiast or just starting out, we've got what it takes to bring your vision to life. All right, we're back, and let's see on the board. See who called that timeout. Looks like Sand Springs called that timeout.
Sand Springs took that timeout. That's their first of the half.
Okay.
And we're going to take that because that's going to give Coach Corbin and Coach Garfield plenty of time to draw up something here. 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. It's hard to stop this Choctaw offense from getting 2 yards.
It's hard to stop them consistently. A lot of times because we're such a high-risk, high-reward offense, we stop ourselves. But we got 5:26 left in the half. And here we go. We got a single back, 2 receivers right. Motion from D. Green to the left. And he's going to hand it off to Morgan up the middle. And let's see the call.
They got
touchdown!
Yellow Jackets. Let's go. Great play design as they bit on D. Green going in motion. He could have handed it off to D. Green and he'd have walked in untouched for a touchdown. But hand off to Mayor Morgan, who puts his head down, drives the pile, falls across the goal line, and now here comes Mr. Consistency himself, Dylan Gamble, for the extra point.
And that's the math with that missed extra point from Sand Springs. That's what you want to do. And here we go. There's a snap, and there's the kick, and it is good. All righty. We're going to run some more commercials, and we'll be right back. Tyler Pest Solutions, the gold standard in eastern Oklahoma County in pest control. Tyler Pest Solutions, the gold standard in eastern Oklahoma County in pest control. Spiders, ants, fleas, scorpions, mice, rats, general pest control, termite control. We do it all. Independently owned and operated right here in Choctaw. As a leader of eastern Oklahoma County pest control, you can count on Tyler Pest Solutions to use the safest, eco, and pet-friendly products available. The only bug you can't beat is a Choctaw Yellow Jacket. They're always, special teams are always underrated, but our special teams somehow always manages to get us better field position. They're just kind of that X factor where the defense really sets up the offense. The offense is doing well. Sometimes they do get penalties and put themselves behind the sticks. But high risk, high reward. You can't play it safe. If you play it safe in modern high school football, well, you'll be a 500 team. You'll make it to the playoffs, but you'll lose in the second round. You got to risk it. Risk it for the biscuit. All right. I wish they would have a timer for me to know how long I can run commercials, but we're coming back out, and looks like everything's good still. And so I'm glad that everybody's joined us out there, and we wouldn't miss a game. I don't remember the last time I missed a game. I have lots of claims, but I like to watch high school football. It's pretty fun. I'm a big fan of high school sports in general, and we love playoff football,
we
softball,
love
playoff
state
basketball.
Championship.
We love it all. So
Choctaw's become pretty used to state championships.
Here we
Dylan
go.
Gamble
There's the kick.
put toe to leather here. Good
get
kick.
on the 15-yard line. They're going to run to the bottom of your screen, and he breaks a tackle. It's a good little run back, but we're going to seal that edge off, and he will get up to maybe the 36-yard line. And Sand Springs starts with a pretty good special teams play, and they really need to get something here with 5:11 left in the halftime. I can't believe it's almost half. I've been having a good time, but it feels like this game is moving pretty quickly.
Yeah, clock's definitely continues to run, and that's going to work in Choctaw's favor.
For sure. But, the problem with Sand Springs is it doesn't take them long to score. So the key is to still make them drive it. We got trips left, single receiver right, single back. And they're looking to throw. They like to throw, and it's perfect throwing conditions. Yep, running back goes out right, so it's empty set now.
3 to the left, 2 to the right.
And he's looking, and we're back there with him. He's scrambling, and he throws deep. He has a step on us. He catches it, and that was on D. Green, so that was just a perfectly thrown pass. And Sandites get a touchdown just like that. That's the
like
problem.
You were saying.
That's the problem with the Sandites there.
The Sandites quarterback steps up in the pocket, makes one man miss, scrambles to the right, on the run, throws that ball about 45 yards in the air, drops an absolute dime to his receiver. It's hard to cover some of those athletes for that long.
All right, let's see what they do here. Mass says you go for 2.
So that was TK Knighton on the coverage right
TK
there.
Knighton,
And
okay, yep. He had good coverage. That guy's just fast.
That guy's fast, and it's hard to cover those athletes for that long. You can't blame TK on that.
And it was close. They're going for it. They got that power pistol going. There's the snap, and they're going to hand off and go behind the power backs.
And he goes absolutely nowhere.
It will be no good. So the Jackets will keep their lead 14-2. And just like that, we're going to go back to commercial, and we'll get to see that explosive offense come back out. At Mud and Steel Construction, we don't just pour concrete, we transform your vision into reality. From solid footings to custom patios, driveways to full-scale commercial projects, our team delivers precision, durability, and craftsmanship that last. Every project is completed on schedule to the highest standards and with the kind of care only decades of experience can bring. Mud and Steel Construction, strong, reliable, built for Choctaw. We do everything concrete. Back with you here, and
so after that Sandites touchdown, that's going to bring the score to 14-12. Jackets still have the lead. We have exactly 5 minutes on the clock left in the second quarter. You got Mayor Morgan and Zaylin Matlock back deep to receive. You got Izzy Hammonds, Rocco Tartaglione, and Titus Hawk, kind of the middle guys, ready for that pooch kick.
All right, and here is that kick, by the way, and it's going to be a deeper kick, and we're going to receive it on the 15, and we're going to try to find a hole. Good coverage, and Mayer is going to get up to about the 26-yard line, and we're going to take over from there. And
great coverage by the Sandites. Mayer did great to pick up about 12 yards after he fields that kick. We're going to have Choctaw football with 4:56 left on the clock. They're going to look to drive this down, but they want to leave no time left on the clock.
Right. Although, most important thing here is just get a drive. Get a drive. Don't worry about, Sand Springs has a problem driving. They can do those big hit plays. So just get a play. All right, Matlock in motion left. Morgan is going to get the ball from Landon, and they were in the backfield, and they are going to get the tackle for a short loss. Actually, a longer loss than I thought, about 3 yards.
Yeah, a loss of about 3. Sand Springs is doing a great job of identifying those read options and picking the correct way to go.
All right, here we go. Empty backfield. Titus is going to get the screen pass, and he's going to get chopped down. Good tackle.
It's going to be another loss for about 1. That's going to be 3rd down and about 15. Choctaw's moving backwards on this.
And we're definitely trying some different things just to kind of change the way Sand Springs is covering, but they're adjusting very, very well. All right, we got the single back. We got pretty tight to the right on the short side of the field. There's motion Matlock. There's the snap, landing back to pass. He's looking. He sees somebody. He has to pull it down, and he gets blindside tackled. And so
Landon holds on to that ball far too long. He thought he saw something, but
it got covered up pretty quick.
It got covered up pretty quick, and Landon's got to recognize at that point, pull it down, take it, and run.
And I think he was about to, but he got blindsided there, and so it will bring up a punt situation, and he got knocked way back, so it brings up 4th and 26. Landon's standing about halfway in the end zone. We got the returner is on the 40, on the Choctaw 40.
Another great punt.
Fair catch, almost bobbled it. And Sand Springs will start with great field position on the Choctaw 38-yard line. And what do we got? 3:17 left in the half. Not what Jackets wanted, but you know what? This is championship football right here. This is you're not going to get what you want every time. So
no, nothing about this game is going to be easy. This is going to
it's turnover
we got to
city
see
time.
right here how this Yellow Jacket defense is going to respond after giving up that big play last time out.
Turnover city time. This is what's happening right here. I think we're going to get this turnover here. We've got the Twins to the left and right. Single back. They're looking to do the long home run ball again. There's the snap, and the quarterback's just going to keep it and try to run left, and he gets tackled by number 4.
That's TK Knighton. That's TK on the tackle. Great job coming up from the safety position, taking that away, and putting a hard hit on the quarterback.
And that will start the clock.
And
I'm sure they don't
to run all the way right there.
I'm sure they don't want us to have any chances. This is probably where they take that home run ball because they're in 4-down territory. And so I think the most important thing for them is
they're looking to go down and
run
put
again.
Some points on the board because they're
Twins
also going to get the ball
to the
back
left,
to start
to the
the
right.
second half.
Single back, motion to the left, and it's bobbled, and the running back's going to get it run left. They were lucky they didn't drop that. It's going to be about a 2-yard gain, so it's going to bring up third and about 6. They gave him a really good spot. Let's see where they actually put it.
Yeah, that referee's ruling forward progress to the 34-yard line.
So we got 7 on that, so it's third and 5. Well, yeah, it's third and 5. All right, we got that Twins single back. It's third down. This is a big, huge down right here. 4-down territory. There's motion to the left. Quarterback back to pass. He's looking for that home run ball, and he's got pressure. He has to dump it off, and he's going to be short of the first down depending on where they spot him. So it should bring up a 4th and 1.
Yep, they spotted him 1 yard short, exactly on the 30-yard line where he was forced out.
And so that stops at 1:45 in the half. And
D. Green had to make a decision right there on if he was going to cover the man or if he was going to go after the quarterback as the quarterback rolled out to the right.
Right. And so
quarterback just took that little check down option, and he had a few yards to go. Can the Jackets make a big stand right here on 4th and 1?
Power pistol. They're going to try to get that on the ground here. And there's the snap. And he goes counter, and he might.
Are they going to give it to him? Yes, they're going to mark him exactly at the first down marker.
We'll see where they do it. He's very close. I wish they would measure with the sticks.
Both teams are pointing both directions. It's just going to depend on the spot here.
And they stopped at 121. Oh, that's got to be worth a measure.
But as soon as the chains get set, this clock is supposed to run.
So, I guess they just don't measure anymore because that, to me, was a measure for sure.
No, they won't measure unless the ball's within inside the 10-yard line. Other than that, they're going to give forward progress to the closest hash.
Okay. Well, I don't think he got to that closest hash.
I have to agree with you, but I don't think our opinion matters on that. So here we go. We got man in motion.
All right. And he's going to keep it, and we're back there with him again, and he's going to have to – tipped and then caught. And
but he's
Turf
down.
Monster stops him from getting in the end zone. But it was tipped and knocked. It was not a good throw until it got tipped, and then it was right into the receiver's hands.
Coach Corbin screaming for illegal forward pass because it looked like that quarterback was beyond the line of scrimmage before when he threw that ball.
So it's going to bring up a 1st and goal from the 1. So I imagine they're going to bring in that power pistol package. 1 minute left in the quarter.
The ball's been spotted. I'm not sure why the clock's not running right here.
I'm not sure either. And power pistol. There's the snap. He's going to hand off to the guy. He's short. He gets yardage.
Upended. Big play right there. He's met by – I saw TK on the tackle, and it looked like – I'm not sure who it was. I think it was Jace Watson maybe met him right there and upended him.
All right, it's going to be 2nd and goal here. And they're going to stay in that power pistol. And they have a single receiver to the left. And let's see if they're going to do some trickery here. Nope, he's going to hand it off to his guy behind strength. And he gets in. It's going to be a touchdown. I don't see any flags.
Nope, looks like that touchdown's going to stand.
With 24 seconds left in the half.
Yeah, Sandites score the touchdown right there with 24 seconds. That's going to give them an 18-14 lead. Let's see, are they going to come out and go for 2, or are they going to settle for 1 right here?
The math is you do 1 here because you don't want to be a field goal behind. 2 points behind is okay.
I believe their kicker's on the field right here, so we should see an extra point attempt.
You're not really supposed to chase points from in front, but, you know, if you want to.
Quarterback's coming back on the field.
Okay.
With 24 seconds left, I think we're going to see a 2-point try right here.
Okay, let's see what formation they're going to be in. It looks like they're going to be in a very tight formation with 1 receiver to the right and basically a 2-back formation. And motion to the left. Motion back to the right, and he's just going to hand it off, and we're going to meet him, and it's going to be
he's brought down by a swarm of Yellow Jackets. That play went absolutely nowhere, but unfortunately, the touchdown still stands. Sandites have the lead 18-14 with 24 seconds left in the half. Can the Yellow Jackets respond? Can we find a way to put points on the board with 24 seconds left? We have all 3 timeouts remaining. Coach Corbin needs to be strategic about how he uses those. Quick plays, stop the clock, work it down the field. Receivers and running backs need to be smart about getting out of bounds when possible.
All right, let me run this commercial and we'll keep talking. Are you having trouble seeing clearly? Then you need Vision Source Midwest City. We have been a leading eye care provider in the area for more than 50 years, and our doctors have the experience to diagnose and treat a variety of eye diseases and problems. We provide a high level of personalized care and state-of-the-art diagnostic technology to help you reach your vision goals. Vision Source Midwest City offers experts to help find the right contacts, lenses, and frames for your needs. At Vision Source Midwest City, we want you not just seeing well, but looking good.
X them.
All right, we're back. And yeah, so they've lost 3 points on extra points, really. And so that might come into play. Right now, it's a touchdown difference. You know, you look at – I'm going to update this scoreboard here so it says the correct thing. There we go. And
Sand Springs in a traditional kick formation, looking to go deep with it here. Nope, little pooch kick. It's going to go to Izzy.
And that's going to start the clock. And Izzy has some room to the left. He cuts up inside. And he does get down around the 41-yard line.
Good return to the 41.
18 seconds. And so we'll see what – and what's weird is there's still 5 timeouts. Sand Springs has 2 and Choctaw has 3. You don't have enough time to use all 3, but that means that you don't have to get a touchdown here. You can throw it anywhere you want to. We got timeout.
I think we look for Big Titus Hawk to find a soft spot in that zone, hit him over the middle. Let's get about a 20-yard gain, immediately take a timeout, see what we can get going right here.
I like that plan. And so we'll see what we got here. You know, we got a lot of football left, and it's just a 4-point game here, which, again, I don't know. I think I kicked that 1 point to keep it keep it 5-point lead. All right, it's empty.
They're going to run a little
Morgan's got it.
to Matlock.
Oh, they got it. They stuffed him.
Coach Corbin's going to take a timeout immediately with 11 seconds on the clock.
Which is good because I can get my last commercial in, and then we can do some good things. Empty set.
Got quads to the right.
He's looking back. He's looking for a home run here. And he's going to hit Titus over the middle at the 45. It's going to be a first down, and hopefully they're going to do a timeout here with 4 seconds
Coach Swervin's running down the field, chasing that ref, getting a timeout called with 4 seconds left, and there was Titus Hawk right in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, the ball's on the 46-yard line. It doesn't matter that it's first down. You've only got time for one more play.
And so
we've got to go for the end zone on this.
This is where you go with your prevent. You try to get your athlete, the ball where he can make a move and maybe get in. You know what? You just got to be smart with the ball here. Give your guy an opportunity. If you get it, great. If you don't get it, fine. But don't even worry about a sack here. You just don't want to give up a pick six or something crazy.
Yeah, we got to look at Landon throwing one all the way into the end zone and giving the tallest guy on the field, Titus Hawk, a chance to go up and high point one and see if we can't pull this down for a miraculous end of the first half touchdown right here.
All right, empty set. We're going to have Quads to the left. Who do we got on an island down here to the right?
That's Nate Jones down here to the right.
Okay.
You've got Mayer, Zalen.
There's the snap. He's looking. He's going to have to run it. He throws it. He gets hit while throwing it. It's caught.
That's Izzy on the catch.
And he's
still going.
He's going all the way outside. Stiff arm, and he's going to get tackled at the 25, and that will end the half. Jackets are down 18 to 14, but we got 24 minutes to play.
Landon Gatson, he scrambles. He gets hit from behind. Ball gets a little shaky. Izzy Hamilton did a great job to come back and catch that ball and give himself a chance. But unfortunately, it was just too much of a task to try and take that one to the house. So here we go. We've got 20 minutes for them to go in and make some adjustments. And then second half of football, somebody's walking away with a gold ball in 24 minutes of play. Is it going to be Choctaw or is it going to be Sand Springs? Stay right here and find out.
All right, we're here. We're back, and we got a lot of good stats here. And it's interesting that the stats, other than the scoreboard, feel very, very even. You got Landon with 10 of 13, 136, 1 touchdown and 1 sack given up. Easton Webb, 8 of 8, 163, 1 TD and 1 sack. He's got that 64 long TD, that big home run ball. And you can look at a lot of these stats. Those home run balls are the difference. You take away the home run, we're outgaining them on the ground. In the air, we're outgaining on the ground, but those home run balls have been the difference of the game. And guess who was the lead tackler in the first half?
Well, of course, that's going to be our boy Rocco.
He's been all over the place, really taking away the run. And you look at the rush yards. We usually have more rush yards. Let's look at our rush yards here. What are our rush yards? I'm trying to find them.
You got Mayer. He's got 25 yards rushing. D. Green's got 12. The biggest stat right now, Landon Gatson has -7 rushing yards.
Right.
That is the difference in this game. If we can get Landon going on the ground, this game turns around. And I can guarantee you that inside during halftime, they're making adjustments.
Oh, yeah, but we have 38 rush yards in the first half. They have 30. So it's just kind of a different football game. But here's the deal. Defenses start wearing out. And so as our big old boys start pounding on that defense, I think the run's going to open up as we get towards the fourth quarter. And I think we're going to make our adjustments and they're going to throw those home run balls, those 60-yard passes, and we know Easton Webb can throw them. But we're in the backfield with them. We just need to get one more step on him, and he's sacked every one of those big throws. He would have been sacked if we had one more step. So,
yeah, we've been very, very close on about 4 occasions to bringing him down. One little sidestep from the quarterback, and then he's throwing a home run ball like you're talking about. He's got a pass for 64 yards. He's got a pass for 58 yards. He's got a 30-yard pass. Those few plays has what's kept Sand Springs alive and ahead in this game.
But I'm watching those 3 missed extra point opportunities, and that's a whole field goal's worth. Like, that is a big difference. It could be a big difference in the game. All right, Sand Springs will receive the ball. Like, that is happening, and so we're gonna need to do something special here. So we need to we need to kick this ball, and we need to go get the guy. We need to force a turnover here, so either special teams or defense, and let's get that momentum back. Let's snatch it back, put the offense in a place to score, and let's flip the scoreboard here.
Absolutely, that was one of Choctaw's keys of the game. Is looking to win the turnover battle. Right now, neither team has a turnover. We've done well at holding on to the ball, but so have they. They had that one play that we thought was a fumble, but they ruled him down. That would have been an absolute momentum changer. So Choctaw needs to be looking at putting helmet to ball, hand to ball, getting it out of somebody's hands.
And there's the kick, and it is a deep kick, and they're going to catch it at the 8. And we have good lanes here. He's going to charge across the 20. And that was Izzy that grabbed him, and then he finally gets finished off by the rest of the Jackets.
Yeah, it's a good thing that Izzy got a hand on him and slowed him up right there because he had a lane to take that one all the way to the house. So fortunately for Choctaw, we were able to bring the kick returner down. They're going to have decent field position at about the 33-yard line.
Okay, and we just need to make them work for it. You know, they're looking for that home run ball. They're going to try to set that up, and we just need to be aware.
Yeah, when Choctaw's taken away the home run ball from them, they have not had success on offense. We got to keep the top on the defense here. Can't let them get over top.
Tight formation starting out. And it's just going to be a pitch to the receiver outright, just a quick pitch, and he's going to hit the edge, and he's going to get his best run of the night, probably about an 8-yard. They're going to call it 11.
That was a very generous spot.
Wow. Okay, they're going to call it.
Okay. They brought it back a couple yards. They brought it down to about the 44-yard line, but it's still going to be enough for a Sandite first down.
That was the best run of the night, and that we hadn't seen that quick pitch. Of course, you know, when you have that home deep threat, now we're in our standard formation, which is twins to the left, to the right, single back. And we got motion to the right, and they're looking to throw deep, and they're going to throw deep.
That's going to be a pick.
Interception.
That's going to be a pick.
And he's got room to run. He's got blockers in front, and he's going to be hit from behind, and he's going to be tackled down at the 30. And that's exactly what we wanted. And it wasn't a bad throw, but it was a good pick. And so
that was D. Green coming up absolutely huge for the Yellow Jackets defense. That is exactly what we were talking about. We needed to see was some kind of a turnover, and D. Green said, I got you, stepped up, just camped under that one, and then a great return to set up in Sandite territory. Ball on the 30-yard line. Choctaw can take the momentum back right now.
And this is a great field position, so let's just play Choctaw football here. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to play Choctaw football. We're going to line up tight here. We got kind of the heavy end, trips to the left.
Trips left inside a snug formation.
And Landon's going to just keep it, take it behind Titus, and he's going to get his best run of the night, and it's about a 4-yard gain right behind that big old tight end. And that's going to bring up a good 2nd and 6 numbers. That's good. And again, man, these coaches are so good at looking at what has worked, what hasn't, and letting the boys know what adjustments to make, and they always come out on fire second half.
Absolutely. We're sitting right here next to Coach Hall and Coach Brown, and they are constantly watching.
Okay, motion Matlock. He motions to the right, and I didn't see the motion.
Well, they saw something they didn't like. I didn't see what it was, but we're going to have illegal procedure against the Yellow Jackets, and that's going to back them up 5 yards.
I've seen them. There's something they don't like about that play. I've seen them call it on that play, and I'm not sure what it is, if it's something Matlock's doing, but or I'm not blaming him, but I don't know what it is. All right, so we're still kind of tight, 2 receivers to the right. single back. And there's that motion again, and he's going to hand off to Morgan. Morgan goes right. He's got a man to beat.
He's got a good lane. That's going to be enough for a Yellow Jacket first down.
Yes, he is.
Taking the ball to the 19-yard line. Looks like D. Green got a little shook up there on the play there on the sideline. But he's up. He's back in. They're going to make him sit out one play.
All right.
Good run by the mayor right there, though, to take away that penalty, pick up a first down. You got 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line, 10.5 minutes still in the third quarter.
Single back, and there's the snap. Landon's going to keep himself run right up the middle. There's a big hole, and he's going to lower down, and he's going to get up to the 10-yard line, bringing up a 2nd and 1. And that's what you want to see. 2nd and 1 from the 10, so he can get a first down before getting in the end zone. I don't know. This is where you.
There's the run game we expected to see from Landon all game.
This is where you
starting
go
to
for
open up holes.
So Landon's going to hand it to Morgan, and Morgan is going to crash forward, and he gets.
He's going to pick up about 4 or 5 right there.
But a first down for sure.
So now we're going to have 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. Choctaw's absolutely moving. Great halftime adjustments by these coaches, both offense and defense.
Well, Landon and the team doesn't want to squander this opportunity, this turnover. Landon and the little forward pass in it is incomplete, and it is to Matlock, and he throws his fist in the air because he knew his touchdown. He knew his touchdown, and that's okay. 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line.
Yeah, Matlock a little frustrated on that one. It just passed his outstretched fingers. He brings that in, and he knows for sure he's walking in for 6.
Oh, man, you got to love his energy. You got to love his energy, his passion. He's going to go get that ball, and he's going to line up like it never happened, and he might get it this time. All right, we got an empty set here, and then we got – it was supposed to be a jet sweep, but Landon had to pick it up off the ground, and he's going to crash forward to about the 4-yard line, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and goal from the 4. You know, we're in 2-down territory, but
you do have a kicker that we're willing to trust.
So we'll see what we need to do, and there's plenty of football left with 9:23 left in the 3rd. And we're going to go empty set again. Landon's lined up back, and they're coming. They're sending the house. We're going to shift. We're going to audible. And they said we simulated a start, but I don't think we did. I think we were shifting. And they're going to call the receiver for a false start, which I don't understand. But, okay, that's what they called. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and goal from the 9. It actually gives a little bit more room for a passing. We might just have to hit Titus right here, right on the O in Broncho.
We got a heavy, snug tight, heavy to the left, Mare in motion.
And there we go, back to pass. They rushed on the outside. Landon had to pull it down and scramble, and he scrambles to the 5-yard line. And that's going to bring up a 4th and a decision. 4th and goal from the 5.
We're going to mark him down right at the 4-yard line.
Okay, 4-yard line.
They gave him a good spot on that. We got 4th and 4 from the 4. What is Corbin going to do here? Big decision time. Are we going for it? Offense looks like it's staying on the field.
Yeah, I always like the tunnel screen in this situation, but, you know, I coach middle school, not high school. It's a little bit different, but I always like the tunnel screen from this range. All right, let's see what they call. And
everybody's coming in tight here.
Very tight, empty, and there is a timeout. Who called it?
That's going to be timeout, Yellow Jackets.
Okay.
Coach Corbin needed a little extra time. He's got to cook something up here on 4th down.
All right. Well, we need to go talk about cooking. You know what? If you are looking in your kitchen and there's not enough room to cook, you can just go on down to SWM and Sons, and you need to custom design your house to, you know, design that kitchen that you've always wanted, because no one knows what you want except for you. And SWM and Sons can custom build for your needs, for your budget. They can hook you up, and, you know, where do you want to spend your square footage? They can help you figure out.
Absolutely.
All
You
that
can
stuff.
take an idea to the Molaskis, and they're going to say, we can build it.
All right. And we're going to get back on the field. And this is a big, huge play, huge momentum play. It looks like we're sending out the offense.
Here comes the offense.
And we got 8:05 left in the third, down by 4. We're going to be kind of a tight bunch on the left, very tight bunch, single back, single receiver on the right. And we're going to hand off. And we're
Got
going
a
to
little
do
reverse.
a double reverse, and it's going to be
And
a throw.
D Green throws it. Oh, and it falls incomplete.
And so Sand Springs will take over on the 4.
We had Matlock open in the front corner of the end zone, but D Green throws it just a hair behind him, and he absolutely threw a heat-seeking missile, and Matlock just couldn't hold on to it.
I love the call. But
Gutsy call, and they're leaving it all out on the field. And with this defense, giving them the ball on the 4-yard line.
All right, we got the bunch, the 3 bunch to the left, and we got a single back, and we're going to send some people, but we got a lot of coverage. And let's see if that's on us or on them. I think looks like we jumped, and they're calling it that we went offsides. So that gives them a little more room. So that's going to be a 1st and 5 on the 9. And
the penalty differential in this game is definitely outstanding. In the first half alone, Choctaw had 6 penalties for 45 yards to Sandites 1 for 5 yards.
Same formation. They're still doing hard count just to try to slow us down, but they need to slow us down a step because we're coming. And there we go, and there's another flag, and that probably is motion, and we're going to move it right back because I didn't see anybody jump that time. Let's see what they call.
They are calling offsides against the Yellow Jackets.
On who?
And I did not see where we were offsides on that one.
Okay, that'll give a first down and 10 on the 14. I didn't see anybody jump or move. And it was the guy closest to us. I don't know what they saw. Maybe we were lined up in the neutral zone and I just didn't see it. All right, same formation. And there we go. There's the snap, and the quarterback's just going to keep him himself. He's going to take a shot, and he maybe got a yard. Let's see what
Yeah, they're going to give him 1 yard of forward progress before they blew it dead.
But he paid
Choctaw
for it.
absolutely laid the boom on that one.
Who just got up? That was number 20. First.
That was Jeremiah Mills. He's done a great job at that weak inside linebacker position.
30, yeah, 30. Great job. All right, here we go.
Yeah, Jeremiah and Rocco, both there in the middle, have done a fantastic job.
And they're going to line up tight into their – it's just tight with a lot of – yeah, it's twins tight. Yep. Single back, and there's the snap. He's going to go back to pass, just a little shovel pass and right into a tackler. And I don't know what happened. They blew it dead, but he wasn't tackled. I think they errant whistle. He should, but who knows? He might not have gotten away if they didn't blow the whistle.
Well, regardless,
he lost one.
It's a loss on the play. They lose 1 or 2 yards. We're backed up. We're 3rd and 11.
Yeah.
Let's see what the Sandites are going to come out. Looks like they're going to go with that trips bunch formation again.
6:40. I can imagine they're going to do the hard count again to try to slow us down, because that's really what they want. They don't want us coming across the line early. They want us to wait. All right, we're lined up. Here we go. And there's a snap. He's looking to throw to his bunch, and they're covered. We're back there with him. Quarterback gets hit, and he just throws it away into triple coverage, but no one was going to get to that ball.
Throws it out of bounds, at least in the vicinity of a receiver. He takes intentional grounding off the table. But the Yellow Jackets did a great job of – that was a safety – or that was a secondary coverage right there
Oh,
was
yeah.
fantastic. Nobody was open. Quarterback couldn't find anybody to throw to, dancing around in the pocket, fearing for his life. And he was a half a second away from taking about a 10-yard sack on that.
Right.
Great defensive
Punter
stand.
in the end zone. We got Gaddis back on his own 45, and we got a flag.
That's going to be a false start against Sand Springs. Their right end jumped on that.
And, yeah, there were almost was a little extracurricular, and it wasn't going to be on us. So we'll accept that, move them back 5 yards. And so that will allow Gaddis to move up to about the 50, and that puts their punter at almost the end of the end zone. And so if you're to the punter, you're hoping for a perfect snap here.
Yeah, Choctaw looks like it's really going to come after this one too.
Yep. And there's the snap. It's not bad. And there's the
They
punt.
got very close, low liner.
And we pick
Gaddis
it up,
fields it.
and we're at the 40, the 35, and we're going to get tackled at our own 35-yard line. So we start out with great field position. We stopped Sand Springs. They had a pretty good goal line stand. But, again, it's a kind of a field position battle right here, and we're winning. We just need to get it in that end zone and kick the field goal, and we're going to be, we'll be up by 3. Not the field goal, the extra point. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
The gamble points.
Yep. Choctaw needs to come out here, and they need a smart offensive drive.
All right, let's see what we're lining up as. Looks like we're going to have the mayor in the backfield, and we got one receiver. Pretty tight formation, but basically 1 and 2. We got motion across, and there we go. Oh, it was an end around.
Matlock on an end around.
And he's going to dance and dance.
Ooh.
And
Matlock makes a good cut, tries to hurdle over a defender and gets caught midair, and it looked like WWE out there on the field the way he got body slammed on that one.
But, I'm not worried about that because I just saw him get 7 yards, right? Is that 7? 6 or 7?
6-yard gain right there by Matlock on the end
there's the snap,
run.
and he's going to throw a nice little screen, and it's dropped, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, that ball was just a little hot for Matlock to handle. It was just a hair behind him. Great effort, but forward pass falls incomplete. No harm, no foul. We've got 3rd and 4 right here.
Okay.
Big play for the Yellow Jackets. We need to be productive on 3rd downs.
Definitely 2-down territory from this range. But, yeah, we would like to get this 3rd down conversion here. With 5:36 left in the 3rd, we're going to make something happen here. We got 2 backs. No, we don't. We have 1 back, and Morgan's going to go out right, and Morgan's going to get a backwards. That's a fumble.
That was a backwards pass. Looks like Mayer fell on that one.
And maybe got up to the line of scrimmage again.
Yeah, I got back to the original line of scrimmage.
I'll bring up a 4th and about 4.
Sand Springs pointing like they've got the ball. And the referees are going to signal that Sand Springs came out of the pile with the ball, and that's going to be a turnover.
And I don't think Coach is pretty happy about that, but so, yeah, defense will have to come out and represent here. And so that kind of evens up the turnover battle at 1 apiece. Okay. We got 5:11 left in the 3rd. And so defense need to show out right here. We need to get this back. We need to pull what OU did against LSU, where we turnover to turnover.
Yeah, that would be a beautiful thing. If we can force another turnover right here, if we can even just force another 3 and out, that would be amazing. We need the ball back. We got 5:11 left in the 3rd quarter.
Twins, single back.
Plenty of time.
Motion to the left, and we're looking back to pass. We're back there with him. It's a little screen pass. Nice little move, so he'll get the 1st down, and Izzy will get him out of bounds for a nice gain, probably about a 15-yard gain, but it'll bring up a 1st down. Good pressure. That quarterback, he's definitely the best one we faced all year.
Yeah, they're definitely looking to get rid of the ball quick. The quarterback does not want to stand back in the pocket very long because he knows we're bringing the pressure.
All right, Twins, single back. We're lined up. Quarterback doesn't like what he sees. He's going to get a new play in.
Play clock's at 7 seconds. Let's see if Are they going to get this play off in time?
All right, motion to the right, and he's just going to hand it off, and the handoff is going to get nowhere. They're going to give him a yard. I'd give him an inch, but they gave him a yard. And so it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and that was Jeremiah Mills coming up again and making another big tackle right inside the gap, filling lanes. Him and Rocco are clogging up the middle very, very well.
Okay, they switched packages, it looks like, or maybe they didn't.
They're going to go back to their twin spread look.
Okay.
Single back.
And we're lined up. They're going to pass on this down. There's the motion to the left, and they're going to do a jet sweep. And he's going to get the edge, but we're going to make a nice leveling tackle.
Ball's on
There's
the ground.
fumble.
Ball's
There's
on the ground. Who's going to come out of the pile with it?
And it's
they're
like
going to rule him
ball.
down. They're going to rule him down on.
They're
going to rule him down by tackle.
That is the second time. That ball, I saw that ball come out.
I did as well.
And he was
Coach
not
Corbin rightfully trying to fight for his players here, but
that's going to bring up a 3rd and 8?
Yeah, we've got 3rd and 8. Another great hard tackle right there.
Oh, hard tackle.
I think that was Braylon. I think that was Braylon Williams on the tackle right there.
The ball was punch free. That was really good defense, but it is what it is. Twins, single back. And they're going to widen out. He went forward. We're back right there with them. They threw a screen, and it was incomplete. A little flat pass, a little out route. And we were about to sack him.
TK had great pressure on the quarterback there and forced him to be really uncomfortable in the pocket and have to try and vacate. Made a bad throw, and that's going to force 4th down, and they're going to bring out their punt unit. So Choctaw with a great stand. They gave up the one medium-sized pass, about 15 yards, and after that, Sand Springs was very unsuccessful. Another good defensive possession.
Got us back on the 15. They are going to punt it, standard formation, and here comes the punt. It's a good one this time, but it's going to be take a Choctaw bounce.
And they're going to down it right there at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, while they're switching over, we can go ahead and talk about EOC Tech, Eastern Oklahoma County Technology Center, and all they do for our students and all the opportunities they provide for, starting a career and preparing them for college in that career.
Or even the kids that decide college isn't for me and want to learn a trade. There's nowhere better to go than EOC for that.
There's so many different options for all kinds of students to learn something that can progress them in life. All right, so here we go. We got kind of a tight formation, single receiver there's Matlock in motion, Landon back, and he hurls one.
Deep. He had D Green
and no penalty.
A lot of contact by the defender right there, but no flag. And got a Sandite hurt on the play.
Let's make sure
here.
The camera's off the Sandite player because we don't. But yeah, we have a Sandite player that got hurt on the play. There was a lot of contact on that, but I think they ruled that they were both contacting, or either that or they just were too cold to throw the flag. I don't know, but either way, that was a good try, bringing up a 2nd and 10. And so they're going to deal with the injury situation. And we got 2:50 left in the 3rd, 4-point differential. It's really, when you have a differential like this, it feels more like a basketball game. It's who scores last. It's who scores last wins, and you just can't let, at this point in the game, you don't want to let a team get 2 scores ahead of you. But, we score, get the extra point, we're ahead by a field goal. They score, with the 4-point score, they'll be ahead by 11. So it's still, if they kick it, they might not kick it. They'll be ahead by 10. So really, really don't want that to happen.
No, Choctaw definitely needs to keep this from being a 2-score game right here.
Although I'm not sure the Sandites can really burn the clock. I think they have to pass it.
Yeah, they have not had much in the way of a run game. Sometimes they go to that power pistol look and run it ahead, getting 2 or 3 yards. That's been their best production on the ground. Other than that, everything's been through the air for them.
All right, we got 2 to the left and pretty heavy package. There's Matlock running to the right behind the quarterback. They're going to hand it off to – they hate that play. I don't see what he's doing wrong.
Say there's no forward motion there, so what are we seeing that is illegal?
You know, I wish we could get the explanation of what is wrong with that play, and I wish our boys would know what's wrong with the play so we don't do it, but I don't see any motion.
This is the same offense they've ran all year long. It's never been called for a penalty, and now tonight we've got illegal procedure against the Yellow Jackets. Again, backing them up 5 more yards.
But he's not going forward. He's beating his feet and going behind the quarterback. So I don't know. I don't understand what's going on with that. But anyways, we're going to have we're going to be heavy with 2 receivers to the left, single back. And Morgan's going to widen out to make 3 receivers to the left. And Landon's going to take it right, just behind some of the big boys. He's going to make up some of that yardage and get back to –
he's going to get about 6 yards on that and get to the 32-yard line. Good, hard running by Landon. That's going to bring up 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9. Okay.
Choctaw has just put itself behind the sticks too many times tonight with
penalties.
We're
going to have we have a player down, and so we have a Choctaw player that we're going to look at. So we have an injury timeout, so we'll get off that. While we're having an injury timeout, we'll go ahead and let them handle it, and we'll just go ahead and talk about FNB, First National Bank. So it's a big national, powerful bank, but it's local. It's right here local to help you out local, and they have all kinds of programs, all kinds of, they have student checking. You know, I'm excited about that. That's really cool. And, you know, they're here. They're part of the community. You know, anytime somebody donates money or buys an ad from Yellow Jacket TV or donates to an organization, that's really showing support of our community. And that, you know, it's a big national bank, but the local branch is definitely local, and the people are great out there, and they live in the community. And so you get the power of the big bank, but you get the service and just the kind faces of a local business. So you get the best of both worlds in that bank. Let's see if my sound is not working. No, I don't know who texts. Oh. Okay.
All right. Well, that was D. Green that was shook up on the play, but he was able to get up and walk off the field on his own 2 feet. So we need him back in this game. Choctaw's going to come out. We got trips left. And Mayor's in motion behind the trips.
Out the pass, and Landon's going to have to run it because they were covered, and he's going to go down for about a 4-yard gain. All right. 4th down. What are we doing? We're going for it. We believe in these guys. We got empty set. We got Mayor Morgan out to the left, and now we're gonna do a substitution into a punt formation.
Yeah, it looks like we tried to get him on a hard count real quick, and instead of burning a timeout, now Choctaw's going to have to take a timeout right there. That's their 2nd of the half, and that could prove to be pretty big. Only having 1 timeout left, we haven't been able to score in the 3rd quarter, and we've already used 2 timeouts. That's not good news. Let's see. Is Choctaw going to try something with a little trickery to it, or are we going to come back out and just punt it away?
I don't know. Was it a Choctaw timeout? They didn't. Yeah, they marked it off.
They signaled Choctaw timeout. So
it was a quick timeout. I think we didn't like something. I think we were hoping to line up where we're going to like it. So it's going to be a punt formation, and they're going to have a single guy back on the 35. They're a single returner. They are showing that they are going to punt return formation. Doesn't look like they're going to send very many people.
They're going to play a safe zone on this just to try and make sure Choctaw doesn't try anything tricky. They're not coming after this one. So.
No. And there's the snap, good deep punt, and fair catch, caught on the 35-yard line. And Sand Springs will have another opportunity here. Okay, I've got some expertise. The referee is saying that the man in motion, because he's not actually in motion, he's resetting, and so he's not getting set before the snap. He's got to get set and then do motion. So it's one of those calls
that's pretty nitpicky to me, but
yeah, it is.
The referees are calling it tight, and
it is what it is, isn't it? So,
yep, we're gonna have to make the adjustment on that. Here we go on defense. Let's see. We've got a heavy set to the right, single back.
All right, and he's
Quarterback
looking to
drops
throw,
back to pass.
and we get an arm on him, and he throws it after getting hit, and it's going to hit the ground. We almost had an opportunity to intercept it.
Yeah, TK made a great break on no, I'm sorry, that was Braylon Williams made a great break on that ball, almost picked it off.
And we did take the quarterback to the ground, no flag, because he was being taken to the ground while throwing it, and so it's really hard to throw the ball when you're falling.
Yep, a lot of chaos on that play, but pass falls harmlessly incomplete, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Ball still on the 35-yard line.
1:20 left.
1:20 left in the third quarter. Choctaw still down 14-18.
Right. Twins formation, single back, and there's the snap. He's going to pull it down, and he's going to throw a little. It's just thrown out of bounds. He did not like the play, and he threw it out of bounds. It'll bring up a 3rd and 10.
I'm surprised we didn't see a flag on Sand Springs right there. Brentrell Smith made a great spin move off the edge, put great pressure on the quarterback while being held by the right tackle.
They're mainly, it seems like this crew mainly is calling holding on
the edges,
edge running plays and not pass protect.
Well, as fast as Brentrell is, if he's not held right there, that quarterback's sacked for an 8-yard loss. But still, great pressure on the quarterback. Way to make him just throw it away. We got 3rd and 10 right here. Big play for the defense.
Twin single back. They got to get the first down, so watch him dump it underneath. And he's going back. He does dump it underneath, and we just got to get a hat on it, and there we go. He's short. He's going to get up to maybe the 46.
Yeah, they're going to give him a gain of about 6 on that.
And so it's going to bring up a 4th and 4, and I would expect their punt team. I don't know.
Yep, here comes
you
the
go
punter.
for it when you're ahead. So here's the punt team. Gaddis will come out. Let's see where Gaddis is going to – he's had a lot of opportunities. Let's see where they're going to put him. Gaddis is going to be basically on his 20, 21-yard line. Their punter's back at the 26. And so it looks like we're showing basically punt return. We'll send a few. There we go. It's a fake. And he's going to be short.
No, he dives over our defender and makes an extraordinary effort to pick up the first down there.
He does. I guess it counts the dive. And he does get the first down, barely. I don't think he makes it if he doesn't leap that high.
No, he did a little barrel roll dive over the defender, put his body on the line to pick up the first down there.
Gutsy call.
Yep, so we're going to have a Sandite first down.
And they do have to snap it one more time. And so here they come out. We'll see if they get off. 8 seconds. Okay, they got to get set. They're not set. They're still not set. Now they're set.
And we're going to have a delay of game against Sand Springs.
And so that will stop it at 4 seconds in the third quarter. And that might be costly for them, but they're going to have to. I don't know why they're not starting the play clock here. There we go. And I don't understand why we're having a little huddle here when they might get another penalty. They're having a little huddle at the sidelines.
They're just now breaking the huddle on the sideline with 10 seconds left on the play clock.
And they're not set yet. They're still not set. Now they're set in motion, and they're going to just hand it off a little bit. And that's a good little run, and it's going to be about a 6-yard gain, maybe 7.
Yeah. As the clock hits zeros, they're going to get the ball up to the 45-yard line of Jackets territory. That's going to be a second down and about 4 whenever we come back to start the fourth quarter. Yellow Jackets with fists in the air. Can we have a little bit of Yellow Jacket magic on this?
All right. Well,
12 minutes remaining until we have a state champion.
12 minutes. And, I'm fortunate to be here in this luxury box with my Midwest City Vision Source eyeglasses. Not only do they help me see with laser focus, they also make me look fantastic. So we love Vision Source Midwest City. Also, McConnell's Wrecker Service. It's winter's coming. Have their number handy because, again, you slide off the road, you get in a little fender bender, you need a quality wrecker service that's going to protect your car. And you don't want, when they tell you, you don't want to damage it further. So go ahead and call McConnell's Wrecker Service, and they'll take care of your needs and keep you safe. I always say this, if you don't have a pest plan, if you don't have a plan to deal with termites, mice, bugs, raccoons, I don't know what your problems are, but Tyler has a solution for your pest. And this is wintertime. It's coming. Things like to move in your house. There might be things in your house that have a huge nest, and come springtime, they're going to hatch with millions and millions of hungry little babies. So I would call Tyler Pest Solution so they can give you a solution. All right, here we go. Fourth quarter, 12 minutes on the board. And here we go. Motion to the right, and he's going to do a little screen pass. We almost jumped the route. There was a big-time hole, but they did not call it. And so, well, no flags. There were some really interesting things. I wish I could describe all the different things.
A little extracurricular happening there after the play. But they let that one play.
They let that play. They called a first down on that one. But, okay.
Say a little surprised that we didn't get a flag there. Choctaw's had 11 penalties in this game for 70 yards to the Sandites only having 3 for 15 yards. That's probably going to be the biggest differential of any stat I was just handed in this game.
2 left and right, single back. There's the snap, and the quarterback's just going to roll out left and just keep it run. Keep the clock running, and he loses 2.
That was Brentrell Smith taking away the edge.
And that was I think that was just to keep the clock
I'm sorry,
running.
that was Jace Watson taking away the edge right there, sealing that run, giving that quarterback absolutely nowhere to go.
11:28. And
still plenty of time in this game.
They're in 4-down territory no matter what at this point. There's no point in punting. And I don't think they're kicking based on their kicking record today.
No, we got second 11 from the 41-yard line. I apologize.
2 left, 2 right, single back. And there's the snap. He's going to hand off to that. Oh, he gets popped hard by number 30.
Yeah, Jeremiah Mills stepping up again, making a big tackle.
1-yard gain.
Said his name a lot. Him and Rocco both just absolutely leading the way with tackles.
And they're really having to pull their weight because they got to cover these receivers. They know what they're capable of. And so 3rd and 8. We're 10:41. I'll try to be real good about that. We'll keep a cool clock when we get down to it. We're still Twins. Single back. Motion to the left. And he went forward. They don't call it on them. And we got an arm on him. Their quarterback's going to have to scramble for it, and he gets dragged down.
And now a flag comes out against Choctaw. They're going to have a horse collar tackle on that.
Yeah, normally they don't call it unless his head goes backwards, but
now 2 different referees got him on it, but that play never should have happened in the first place with illegal motion, but yeah, we can't get that call.
No, and so definitely our coach wants to know what's up with it because his head goes forward, so normally it's not a penalty, but it is in this situation. So we know what they're going to call. Personal foul, yeah. So this side of the crowd likes it. We're so far away. Maybe he did horse collar. I don't know. It definitely was
the call's been made. Now we gotta respond.
It saved a big extra run making the tackle, and sometimes you just got to make the tackle you make. 10:21, and so they're going to get all the way up to the 19 on that penalty.
Yeah, it's going to bring up a first down and 10 for the
They're
Sandites.
super tight now. Still with the Twins, but super tight, single back. And you expect the quarterback's going to run it. No, he's going to hand it off.
And we got a little reverse action right there. Yellow Jackets aren't fooled on it. That looks like
I was fooled, but yeah.
Braylon Williams stepped up from the safety position and made an absolute hammer of a tackle to bring him down.
Bringing up a 2nd and 8. I thought he handed off to the other running back, but yeah, that was a good
There's
play
no
action.
question why somebody like Western Illinois would pick up a kid like Braylon Williams. Absolute stud of a player.
Oh, yeah.
We're sure going to miss him around here, but congrats to him on a big signing there.
Good pickup for them. All right, here we go. We got the power pistol. And we're going through, and there's a flag.
I think we're going to have a false start against Sand Springs. Looks like
I'm not going to say false start because they called us offsides when no one moved.
Yeah, false start against
Sand
Springs. Left tackle definitely went about a half beat early there. Good call. Well, that's going to back them up 5 yards. That's going to make it 2nd and 13.
9:37, and they're definitely getting that clock moving. Plenty of time here. We need to get that ball back here. We need to prevent them from scoring because there's just not that much time. Power pistol. There's the snap. And he's going to hand up to the running back.
A lot of open field right there.
A lot of open field. No penalties. And that will be a first down inside the 10.
Huge gap there on the left side.
Well blocked.
Braylon Williams steps up, definitely makes a great open field tackle, saves a touchdown there.
All right, back against the wall. This is when they bow up.
First and goal from the 8-yard line. Yellow Jacket defense need to get in there, create a little havoc, cause a little chaos.
They're still in that power pistol, and this is when they run the counter usually. Nope, he's going to run right behind his blockers, but this time we're there. It is a short gain, maybe a 1-yard gain.
Yep, gain of about 1 there to the 7. Well defended by Choctaw.
Second and goal from the, I think, 7-yard line. And they're not in any hurry. They're having a little partial huddle on the sideline.
Yeah, they're trying to use every second of the play clock right now.
All right. So they're back in it. And up to the line, we're power pistol. A little change in personnel here. And there we go. He's going to do that little counter on it, but we're there.
Oh, he breaks free. We did not wrap up there.
He's a hard runner, and so he makes a gain. So he's up to the 2-yard line. So that was about a 5-yard gain.
Izzy puts a shoulder on him and drives him back a yard. If he gets an arm around him, that's a 2-yard loss. But running back kept his feet churning.
Third down, two down territory for sure. I don't know if they're going to risk a kicker here. And here we go. They got the play in. I'm betting they're staying in that. And this might be I think they're just going to run it up the middle. I don't think you do trickery on this one, but it is not the same formation. It is a pistol
in there. We're going to have a timeout, Sand Springs, with 7:35 left on the clock.
All right. Well, that will bring us up with more commercials here that we need to talk about. We need to talk about Mud and Steel Construction. And so they're an interesting company. You know, they say we do everything concrete, and they mean it because, like, you know, I think of some companies where they just do big projects, and I think of some other companies where they just do, like, small things. But they do both. They do everything you can do. I've seen the pools that they do. I've seen some outdoor kitchen kind of things like dream outdoor kitchens. And, you know, they can take what you want and kind of transform what you have into what you want for the rest of your life. You know, they make dreams come true, you know, and they just do the boring stuff that you need done right, like pouring a big old slab or pouring a driveway. You know,
absolutely.
They do
everything.
If
you want a metal shop built, they're your guys. If you want a concrete poured, they're your guys. If you want an indoor football facility built, they're your guys.
Yeah. They're great. They're great. Also, Dave's Driving School, I'm telling you what, man, there's nothing like the peace of mind you get when you have a professional helping your brand new driver learn how to drive and get them ready for that test and they'll test them. We're back here. We got a pistol with kind of a fullback situation.
Man in motion.
And they're just going to do a end around and no penalty. And so it will be a touchdown. I was expecting to see one, but there wasn't one. So a little end around, and they get it in.
Okay.
7:30.
They have brought their kicker out.
Well, I think they're tired of not getting points. So this is –
it's currently a 10-point game.
So you want this 1 point because it makes it 2 touchdowns instead of a touchdown field goal. So there's a snap. It is up, and it is no good.
No, it's good.
Okay. It's good. Okay. I guess I don't know how these bars work. The first one looked good. This one looked no good. So it is good, and so they will go up to 25 to 14.
Yep. Sandites with an 11-point lead. It's not impossible, but Choctaw is definitely going to have to get something figured out on offense. We have been
definitely quickly here.
We
with
have been shut down this second half.
But we need something a little bit more interesting than the boring. And Chaos Customs, they'll take a regular old truck, good truck, but they'll make it not boring. They'll make it extraordinary, and they'll listen to what you want, and they'll kind of help you get your dream truck going on. Because, in this day and age, a truck never dies. It just gets character. All right. So we always like to thank all of our sponsors every time because they help us get here, they help pay for gas in the vehicles, help my crew learn how to film in it, and it's a good time doing this. It's great that we're homegrown and we get to produce our own people that are going out in the world and they're actually working for these bigger companies, doing the filming, doing some commentary, doing some play-by-play. There's a lot of people out there working in the business coming out of Choctaw. So here we go. We're going to have a kickoff. They're in the kind of that tight formation that we do sometimes, looking at now they spread out into a normal kickoff formation. We got 2 guys in the back. We need something special out of here with the 7:30 on the clock. We need to get in good field position. We need to score. It's kind of now or never. And there's just kind of pooch kick, but we're going to get under it. We're going to have a chance to return this. At the 20-30, great blocking. Mayor Morgan, is going to get to the 42, and the offense needs to go to work. And unfortunately, our playbook is going to be a little bit on the hurried side. So we need to get it figured out. It's not 2-minute drill time, but you're looking at we need to get 2 scores. And you got to get 2 scores in about 2 minutes apiece, realistically. And that allows your defense to get the ball back. So let's see if we can drive down in under. Hopefully it won't break 5 minutes, and we'll score. All right, here we go. Little
shovel
pitch.
Pass to Mayer.
And Mayer gets tackled really high, and he will get to the 49. We are not getting the spots. That I would like.
No, but that's still an 8-yard gain. Good productive play on first down. That's what they needed.
We got trips right and single back. Here we go. And it's just a little screen to Matlock. Matlock has room. He's got the
a
first
little
down.
open field.
A little jump, juke, dive, and it takes 5 Sandites to take him down at the 37-yard line.
First down, Yellow Jackets, and they're moving with tempo, getting up to the line quick.
All right. Took 7 Sandites to take him down, and so we're going to go empty set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right.
Clock's running at 6:50.
All right, Landon back there. He's looking, and Matlock again, and they didn't fall for it.
Yep, good open field tackle by the Sandites right there.
Titus was trying to be the decoy and attract attention to him on the other side of the field. It didn't work, so that's going to be a 1-yard loss, 2nd and 11. Clock is still ticking.
No, we need to look to get Titus more involved in the passing game right here.
Yeah, and there we go. Mayor Morgan in motion, and Landon's looking. Nice little throw, catch, and out of bounds. That's Clifton, right?
Yeah, that was Brody Clifton on the catch.
And he's going to get the stoppage of the clock at 6:17.
And they're going to give him a first down on that.
So where are they spotting him?
We're at the 28-yard line.
28-yard line?
Yep, 1st and 10 from the 28.
All right, let's get this in the end
Choctaw
zone
is
here.
definitely marching down the field right here, staying productive.
All right, we got the single back, 2 receivers left. And there's a snap, and there's a handoff to Mayer. Mayer goes behind some big blockers.
He's got
cuts
open field in the middle.
Going.
It makes a cut.
He could go all the way.
That's going to be a
Touchdown.
Yellow Jacket touchdown.
Yellow Jackets. There we go.
That is the play that we needed. That's the drive we've been looking for all night long.
Did I mention the AI said that we were going to come back in the fourth quarter to win?
No, you did not.
Okay. I didn't mention that because I didn't want to jinx us, but hey, let's see what we're going to do here.
Math here says you go for 2.
Math here says you go for 2. Yes, it does. Make it a 3 and not a 4.
Choctaw's offense staying on the field, looking to go for the 2-point conversion. Coach Corbin's trying to get the play called in.
All right.
We got 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right.
2. We got to snap it. It's delay a game. We just couldn't get the play in. And I know some people are like, oh, what? I actually like being a little bit behind. It opens up the passing lanes, and it makes it a little easier to find. And I know they didn't do it on purpose, but I like being 7 yards out instead of 3 yards out if I'm passing. If I'm running, I want to be as close as possible. But it gets really tight in there. Okay, we got 2 to the left, 2 to the right, single back. Motion to the right, and I don't know who got the ball.
Well, they blew the play dead, flag on the play. And they're going to call a false start against Choctaw on a man in motion.
I don't understand. I don't understand what they're seeing. Sometimes we get crews from different parts of the state that they're not wrong, but we're just not used to that style of reffing. I don't know what we did wrong. Again,
regardless, we're going for 2.
Well, we got plenty of room, right?
Now we're from the 14-yard line.
All right. Motion again. This time no penalty, and he's going to hand off. No, he kept it.
Rolls to the
left, and he's going to throw.
And he throws it 4 feet out of bounds.
And no penalty. And we wanted a penalty, but no penalty thrown. It's okay. It's not going to be a 3-point game. It's not a 4-point game. It's a 5-point game, but it's a touchdown game. 6:07, and I want to stay right here so I don't mess up any of the volume or anything like that. We're going to stay right here. We've shown our commercials. We talked about everything. We got 6 for both teams. We got 6 minutes and 7 seconds left to play in the season. One score separates the two. And we could onside kick, sure. We could kick it and play defense because they really haven't shown the ability to run. We only have 1 timeout. They have 2 timeouts. Let me make sure that shows on the scoreboard. So what do? I know that
I think you kick it deep here and you trust your defense.
I like it.
Our defense has been pretty stout. Other than a couple of penalties that's really helped the Sandites out this quarter, they have not been extremely productive. Kick it deep, play the field position game, let your defense go out and get a stop. That way we get the ball back in good field position, and we go down, we take another score, we take the lead. Put the pressure on them to be perfect.
Yeah, and here's what I'm thinking of special teams. I'm going to make a name for myself. I'm going to hit that guy so hard that the ball's going to squirt free, and we're going to get it right there.
Absolutely.
And there's the kick, and it's going to be a deep one to the 15. Crossing the field to the middle, we're in our lanes. He takes some initial contact, and he's going to – pretty good run back. We get him down at about the 36-yard line, 37-yard line.
Yeah, the Sandites definitely block their kicks well. They stay disciplined. They pick up their man. They seal lanes, and the receiver is really good about finding those lanes and working across the field and getting positive yards out of it.
Yeah. Although most of the time in high school, you're willing to give up the 35-yard line every single time. So we risk it to put them back, but they just got it 2 yards further than 35. We could have kicked it out of bounds, got to the 35. It's all good. Defense is going to play. They need to run. we got Twins left and right. We're going to cover them because they might do a home run ball, try to end the game right here. And he's going to hand it off to their running back, and it's not going anywhere.
And it goes nowhere. He gets about 1 yard of a gain out of that. He had to fight hard for that 1 yard.
It does start the clock at 5:46. Start the clock, sorry, not stop.
Yep, clock's running.
So
we're going to bring on an extra DB right here.
They'll take their
time.
time.
They're going to be thinking pass on this one.
Yeah.
They pulled Izzy off to pull in another defensive back to go with a 5-high look instead of
Twins left and right, motion to and he went forward again. And we're gonna stop the run pretty quickly, and he's gonna lose at least a yard.
Yeah, they're gonna mark him down for a 2-yard loss. Actually, a 3-yard loss. I apologize because it was 2nd and 9. Now it's gonna be 3rd and 12. Well defended by the Jackets there. Right now the clock is their enemy because it keeps running. We're down to 4:50 in the game, and the Sandites are just in no hurry. But they got 3rd and 12. The Jackets with the stop right here.
Yeah, and
we're going to get the ball back with about 3 minutes to go.
This is where you fake the pass. They're in a tight Twins with a single back. And he's just going to roll out right and try to throw a little screen pass. It's on the ground.
That was well defended by Titus Hawk. I think he got a hand on that to kind of knock that ball down. Absolutely great job to take away that throwing lane.
So now you're in punting. If you're Sandites, you got to punt here. And so, you know what?
And that incomplete pass stops the clock with 4.5 minutes.
It does.
That's a ton of time.
That's a ton of time. That's plenty of time to have a full possession. And
all right, here comes Gaddis. He's back he's going to be about the 28-yard line, ready to receive this kick.
Good snap. The punt is up. It's high. It's a good
great
one.
Punt.
And Gaddis is going to get
Uh-oh.
Let's see if Gaddis got under it. It is fumbled. It is muffed.
Gaddis got back on top of it. That's going to be Choctaw football.
No harm.
That ball hit him in the hands, and he looked like it was just going to be a dead play. Like he forgot to fall on the ball. It kind of gave everybody a little bit of a heart attack.
A little bit. But it was sky high, and that's not hard. That's not easy to catch. And so, hey, it is what it is. 4:19, and there's a good punt for Sand Springs, and so the Jackets will start on their own 22.
Sounds like the Sandites disagree with the call that was made on the field, but that was a call that kind of went in our favor, so we're not going to argue it too much.
Yeah, well, they're right. Okay, we got an empty Morgan in motion to the left. He's going to take that jet sweep, and he's going to spin out of a tackle, and then he's going to be taken down hard. And
he's going to lose about
2 yards, I think.
Yeah, 2 or 3 yards on that play. That's going to bring up 2nd and 13. That's not good. Choctaw needs to be productive on 1st down.
Yeah, well, at this point.
Anytime we find ourselves behind the sticks on 2nd down, we have not done very well. So Choctaw needs to respond to that right now.
4 down territory, and Landon's going to keep it, take it left. He's got room, and there's a flag well behind the play.
Yeah, and that's coming from the backfield. That's going to be in the area of holding probably.
And it's those edge – something we're doing on the edge is causing a hold. It's those edge runs. That's pretty much the only holds they've called all night. And so that's going to bring it back 10. So that's going to be 3:42, and it's going to bring up 2nd and 23. So we're probably going to have to go to the air a little bit. You don't have to get all in at once, but we're going to need to get some of it. But this is why you do August, and this is why you do all summer long, and this is why you start working the second you finish the playoffs. This is why you do the things you do. We got empty, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. And Landon takes it back. He's got rushed. He's got an open guy, and it is deflected, and it is incomplete.
Yeah, hits the receiver square in the hands. That was Jacob Schomer. was the intended target. Hits him in the hands, but
it's a tough ball.
That was a tough catch to make in traffic.
All right, here we go. Third down and a mile, and you don't have to get all of it here. It would be nice, but you don't have to. Let's cut it in half.
Definitely 4-down territory because this is the game right here.
Fourth and manageable. We got empty. This is where we like it. We got Titus at the bottom of your screen with the Twins. All right, there's the snap. He rolls out right. He's looking. He's going to have to throw it. He has to throw it away.
He throws it away. Nobody's open there. But we live to play one more down.
Man,
it's going to be fourth and –
now you do need to go for it all. And so
fourth and about, like you said, 20 –
20 – yeah, they're saying 21 on the board, so I'll go with 21.
Fourth and 21 on the 11-yard line. This could be the season right here. There's still 3.5 minutes left. Choctaw's going to drop back into punt formation here.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll go get it. I don't know. They put somebody back. I wouldn't, but they did. There's a snap.
Choctaw's going to trust its defense. It's a high kick. Takes a great Choctaw bounce. Keeps rolling, and we're going to down that ball. It's still on our side of the field, but at the 47-yard line.
So we do have one timeout. So you're going to think they're going to take it on the ground and start eating at this clock.
Yeah, 3:19 left in the game, one timeout.
And so it is not over. That's what you need to remember. It is not over. Sand Springs needs to get a first down. They need to get a first down. They need to get another first down. Get 2 first downs. There's not a lot of time left on that clock.
Yeah, Choctaw's going to have to come after them and get them behind the sticks on this play.
It'd be nice to save that timeout for offense that allows that middle of the field play. But here we go. They're going to be in that power pistol, and so they've been pretty successful with it. But we know they're running, and we're going to shoot in there, and they're going to bounce. And he bounced outside for a first down.
He finds a lane.
And D. Green is going to not be able to get him, and it's going to be a touchdown. And it just was just kind of a deal. So it doesn't run very much time off. So we will get the ball back and see what magic we can work.
No, we need a little yellow jacket magic right here.
We need some magic, but let's see what we got. 3:09. And they probably will kick it here, I would imagine. But we definitely need some magic here. They are going to kick it. And let's see if I can call it right this time. I swear it was wide left. Let's see if I call it right this time. There's a snap. It's good. That one's good. And that one's good.
And
okay.
That kick is good. That's going to put us down by 12. That's 20-32 with 3:09 left.
And here's the scenario. We need to get the ball. We need to score. Onside kick, score. So if we run this back right here, it's it's all good. And have we done that before? Yes, we have.
We definitely have the athletes on the field to make that happen. That would be an absolute momentum changer.
We got to get some good blocks. If I'm them, I'm kicking it out of bounds. I'm not allowing for any chaos. Kick it out of bounds, make us start at our own 35. Make us start at our own 40. Make us drive the long field. This is when you get conservative. Don't risk it. There's no point in risking it. But we'll see what they do. All right, Sand Springs comes on out. And they're going to come out. They bunch up like they're going to do an onside kick, similar to what we did. And we'll see what they do. They're going to spread out in standard kick formation. We got our 2 guys back. We're kind of expecting the mayor to get the ball. They've been kicking to him all night. He's had pretty good run backs, but this might need to be the best run back of his career. And here we go. There's the kick, and it is fielded by Matlock. Matlock has some blocking. He hits the edge. He breaks a tackle. He cuts up, and he's going to be tackled down about the 48-yard line. 3 minutes.
3 minutes exactly, and the remainder of this season. Do we have enough Yellow Jacket magic left? Let's see what we can make happen.
All right, this is when you pull out that flea flicker home run, that play that you've been saving. This is the time. It's empty with quads to the right. He throws to the guy on the island, out of bounds. Matlock,
great
first
pass,
down.
Great catch by Matlock. Good route, stops the clock.
All right. I'm getting parched here. Ball on the 40, on the Sand Springs 40. I guess it's the 41, isn't it?
Now the referees are coming in.
It's a 40.
Yep, okay.
That's what I thought.
Changing the spot of the ball back to the 40 where it should have been in the first place.
All right, quads to the right. Landon by himself in the backfield. There we go. Gatson back to pass. He passes. He's got a man open.
That's D. Green on the catch.
And he's
stays
still
in bounds.
going.
He's still going.
He's
he
still
stays
going.
on his feet.
Touchdown!
Yellow Jacket
Yellow
touchdown.
Jackets!
Yellow Jacket touchdown.
2:45 left in the contest, and Yellow Jackets score to pull within one score. Wow. He should have gone down 20 yards ago.
I don't know how he stayed on his feet. He definitely willed that touchdown to happen. He said, this is my time. I am scoring on this, and he made it happen, kept his feet under him.
Wow. And so we're not
So
going
very,
to
very
commercial.
quick
We're staying
score
right
is what the Yellow Jackets needed. Dylan Gamble's going to come on to kick the extra point.
Kick is up, and it's good. He is hit. I don't see a flag. Okay, no flag, but he was hit, it looked like, after the kick. So Jackets 27, Sand Springs 32.
Yep, Yellow Jackets down by 5, 2:45 left in the game.
Yeah, I don't know what to say here. You know, I always believe. I posted on my social media. Believe. Ever since we got into, I think the last game I posted it because I believe that we got it. I believe we can get the onside kick here. 2:45. I really would like to do an onside kick, but you could kick it, stop them 3. We still have a timeout.
We do still have a timeout.
And it's
kick it deep. Let them try to run the clock out. Take your timeout early. It gives us a chance, or go for the onside. We're going to find out what Coach Corbin decides to do right here. I will say Dylan Gamble is a great onside kicker as well.
He can do any kick he's asked to do. It's a 5-point game, so a touchdown, there's no tie here. There's no overtime. It is going to be won or lost right here on this possession. I guarantee you. So if Sand Springs gets it and they can't burn the clock, it's going to be Jacket all the way.
We're gonna have an onside kick right here.
You have to believe.
Yep.
They got their hands team out.
Dylan Gamble's got the ball on the right hash. He's going to onside kick it to the left. We've got our hands team out there overloaded on that
There's
side.
There's the kick, and it is
nice high bounce. Oh, and it just goes out of bounds.
Okay. No time off the clock. One of the Sandites did a really good job of I'm just getting out of the way. I'm not going to touch this ball. I'm going to get out of the way and let it fly out of bounds. Good hit, good contact. And so here we go, 2:45. And 2:45, and, they're going to start this play clock soon. And I don't know when they're going to start it. Where are they going to place the ball? The 45? They're going to place it at the 46. Okay. 46-yard line. Clock is not started. 32-27. Sandites are going to come out in their power pistol. And no, they don't. Yeah, they come out in their power pistol here. And they're going to run it. And
Jackets need to stop them for a loss right here.
And we do, not for a loss, but we stop them for a 6-yard gain.
They get about a 5-yard gain. Coach Corbin immediately takes a timeout. Only takes about 4 or 5 seconds off the clock there. So there's 2:37 remaining, but Choctaw is going to be out of timeouts.
Yeah, and he did it to stop the clock, but I think he also did it to go like, okay, well, you got to get this stop. You can't let them gash us for 6 yards. Not like they do it on purpose, but he's going to adjust some things because they're going to do the same thing. They're going to run behind that power pistol. They're going to try to end this game. If we can get a loss here and force them to pass, we can stop the ball. We can stop the clock, get the ball back, and we got plenty of time to score. All right. And, it's exciting to watch the timeout, and I'm just kind of nervous because it comes down to this.
Yeah, I'm at a loss for words here right now because
I would love for us never to have close games like this, but when you have the two best teams in the state, do you really expect it to be a blowout?
No, this is everything we thought the game would be. We just thought the score was going to be reversed a little bit right here.
Right, but we'd still be nervous if it was reversed a little bit. I would
still be absolutely nervous. And this game is far from over. Now, Choctaw has to get a stop. They cannot give up a first down.
They have to get a stop.
If they give up a first down, it will pretty much be ball game.
Yeah, they might have a one prayer left, but this is it. They got the power pistol. We need to get penetration. We need to get them down. All right, there's the penetration, and we're going to get them down.
Yeah, we're going to get a stop. He's driving that pile forward, though, and they're going to give him a great spot out of it, too. They're going to give him about a gain of 2, so that's going to bring up 3rd down and 2 at the 46-yard line.
You go for it twice here if you're them. Be conservative.
Absolutely.
Go for it twice. Don't punt it. There's no good outcome out of a punt, but.
Nope, clock's ticking. There's 2:08 remaining, 18 seconds left on the play clock. Sand Springs is going to take every second of that they can.
Okay, this is where we need the motion penalty. Let's get some false starts going on. There's been a lot of really close times that Sand Springs have been going forward. Let's watch them. Nope, no false start, no thing. He is short.
No, I think they're going to give him the –
He spotted him short over there.
Well, the VAR judge has him a yard short.
Oh.
The line judge has him as a first down. Coach Corbin's over there pleading his case, but
he is. I don't know what that spot. That spot looks short to me. And they didn't stop the clock, but I guess they spotted the ball. I don't know about that.
They have spotted the ball. There's a minute and a half left. All the Sandites have to do is take a couple of knees, and that's going to be.
That's probably going to be the ball game.
That's going to be the ball game. Choctaw came out, and they played a heck of a game. They gave it everything they had.
And they are going to have to snap it again, but.
Yeah, barring something catastrophic happening for the Sandites, this game is pretty much all but over.
Yeah. You don't expect it on this, but that is tragic. You'd expect them to just go ahead and run it out all the way, wouldn't you? Take the delay. All right, we're going to come after them.
That was a false start.
There is a false start.
The center flinched the ball.
So that's going to stop it at 38 seconds.
How are we going to call that on the defense? Yeah. They called encroachment on the defense after the center flinched the ball. And that about sums up this referee crew for the evening.
Well, yeah.
But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, that sums up kind of a, I would like to get an explanation on some of these calls, but I'm not going to get that, and I'm not going to be able to give you that. But it does not feel very good on that because we didn't move. That's just a frustration play. We swatted the ball and took it from the center. We're just going to give them. Because they don't have to snap the ball.
Nope, the clock will start.
So that was the last opportunity to get the ball. They don't have to start the ball. The clock should start now.
Yep, clock is running, and they will not have to snap it again.
And so that
is going to be ball game. The Sandites are going to walk away champions of the season. And the Yellow Jackets are going to fall just short.
Just short. And it breaks my heart for this team.
And that's another one-score loss.
Yeah.
That's our 4th loss this season by 1 score.
And I know that there's a lot of frustrating things that happened. And unfortunately, when you play a close game, sometimes the calls are the difference. And you can't really blame the referees, but you got to take the referees out of the game by just scoring. So it's really tough. But silver ball, you can't be mad about 3 silver balls and a gold ball in the last 5 years. I think it's 5, isn't it? 5 or 6.
I believe you're correct.
Can't be mad about that. It's a great accomplishment. These guys have accomplished so very, very much. And falling short, just 1 score, just 5 points.
Absolutely. Lost to Hayes, Kansas by 4 points. You lose to Stillwater by 7 points. You lose to PCO by 1 point. And now here in the state championship game, you lose to a great Sand Springs team. I mean, they've lost 2 games all season. The only teams that have beat them all year have been Owasso and Bixby, and Choctaw gave them everything that they wanted. We just couldn't get over that last little hump.
But, but we're going to have the presentation. We're going to out on the field. We're probably going to leave it here. Thank you. We're going to probably leave it here in the stream pretty soon. But, the guys are not happy with it, but they're walking up with their heads held high because, again, we know this. They're still champions. They're still champions all night long. Yeah. We're still champions. We're just going to be the silver ball this year, and it's going to motivate them to get back in that weight room, to get back. And, a lot of these seniors are going to go make some college teams very, very happy. But our juniors and sophomores and our freshmen are going to step it up, start working on next year. And so they'll take the silver ball, but they're going to be hunting for gold next year, and it begins tonight. And, it is what it is, and you got to be proud of their effort, and you got to be proud of their fight. I thought both teams did a great job coaching and adjusting. I thought, the guys on Sand Springs, they've been fighting hard, getting better and better. A lot of them are going to graduate, and so we'll see a different Sand Springs team next year. But good for Sand Springs. I don't think they've had a championship since 1966. And so that's a big deal for them. And so this is the beginning of a rivalry. We'll see you next year, Sand Springs.
Absolutely.
We'll see you next year.
The Sand Springs team, just like Choctaw, they're not going to rebuild. They're just going to reload. And that's what Choctaw does. We don't rebuild anymore. We don't take years off.
No.
Every year we are looking for state championships. That is the gold standard, is the gold ball.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, Coach Corbin this one's going to hurt tonight, and it's back to work tomorrow.
Yep.
This coaching staff, this team, the seniors are going to continue to lead these underclassmen. The underclassmen are going to find out who's going to take charge, who's going to be top dog next year. And they're going to take this loss, and they are going to use that to fuel themselves for next year. The hunt for the gold ball starts right now.
Right now. And you got to do one game at a time. And you know what? There's only one team that had the honor to get the silver ball and lose the gold ball tonight, and that was us. Nobody else got even a chance at it. And so that's what you got to focus on. You were there. You had that opportunity. Let's go get it next year because you can't win it unless you're in it. And so a lot of respect for this team. We knew Sand Springs was a really good team. They are the real deal. And so if you're going to have to be beat by a team, you want to be beat by the real deal. So hats off to Sand Springs. Choctaw, hats off to you guys too. Let's get them next year. All right.
Guys, it's been an absolute blast calling these games for you. Looking forward to being back with you next season.
And we'll be there. And so until then, we're going to stay golden, and we want you to stay golden as well.